Star Report. I'm your host, Star. Welcome to the show. Wednesday evening, and I don't really have a show planned. I don't want to talk in detail about Tory Lanez and Megan the Stallion, but we have to put it in the showrunner. Megan has filed a restraining order, and Tory Lanez and his legal team have already responded, okay? If you want to chop it up, I got the notes, but I don't want to just focus on that this evening. I'm really exhausted with that whole back and forth. The nigga's doing a decade. Anyway, my title, should guys request refunds from girls if the date is trash? Could be a throwaway show. I don't know. The topic itself came to me earlier today, and with all of my relationship topics, I think of them myself. I don't need any help or input. I always run them by Deeds to see what she thinks. But in terms of my approach, my execution, that's all me. I just want to make that clear. I've been doing relationship topics over the decades from time to time. I reached out to Steve the Dean Williams because I would like to have a guy chime in. If you have some type of platform where you focus on relationships, I'd like to hear a guy's perspective. Again, should guys request refunds from girls if the date is trash? Now, we did a show a couple of weeks ago. Should guys request sex on the first date? On the first date. And I think you should. Today's younger generation. Never mind me. The way I date now is very different from how you guys move. I don't even go out after dark because I don't want to, catch a DUI. Not that I, drink at night like that, but I just, certain things don't appeal to me anymore. I do lunch, I do brunch, and then that's it. But tonight's topic came to me by way of thinking about the fact that a lot of you guys, you have put basic females in a position to steer the conversation. Let me say that again. It doesn't mean you're simping, but you have put basic looking females in a position to steer the conversation. You gas them up. As we used to say back in the days, you gas them up and fill up their tanks. Not that they have to, be insecure or not have some type of assurance about themselves, but they now pass on this, steering the conversation that, again, you give them to their daughters. So now we have a plethora of young girls coming up who have no parameters. They're all tattooed up now, right? They all want to get OnlyFans pages. I mean, but yet and still they're looking for a ring to be special. But you want to get on OnlyFans and show everybody the box. Well, in my mind, the box isn't special if everybody can see it. Correct me if I'm wrong. Good evening, troll babies. Now, we've got the passport bros, yes, but I think that, and we have to be real with ourselves. A lot of passport bros are bum-ass niggas. A lot of passport bros are bum niggas. And you look at me and say, yeah, you should go overseas because you can't pull nothing here. Let's be honest. Let's be real. So the question, should guys request refunds from girls if the date is trash? I'm not saying you have to have sex this time around. But since they have the audacity, once again, to request money from you, Cash App, Zelle, whatever their method of payment is, to get their hair done, their nails, they send you Fashion Nova screenshots, and they tell you select an outfit. Yes. Does anybody in that live chat? Do you do that? Do you send girls money? I can say I have never flown a girl out ever, and I never will. That's not how I think. That's not how I move. Anybody in that live chat? Have you sent a woman money to get ready for a date? Also, guys, I have a few topics I just want to throw out there because, again, I'm not sure if tonight's show is going to be a throwaway or not. Luigi Mangione, okay, the suspected killer of the United Healthcare CEO in New York City. New York prosecutors are questioning whether they're going to have a hard time proving murder in the first degree. murder in the first degree. Now, this guy is already a celebrity of sorts. Do you know this? A lot of support. And thank you to those of you who sent me the links as soon as that story unfolded. I mean, I tried to keep an eye on it as much as possible, but I've seen his type before. They make him a celebrity. He's like the Unabomber. He's like Ted Bundy. He's like some of these white guys who the media just automatically says, well, he's highly intelligent, withdrawn. Luigi, if he is indeed the killer, and I saw somebody who looked like Luigi, is a coward. Shot the man in the back and the leg with a ghost gun, right? So call in if you like, if you want to discuss it, if you are from the New York City area, or if you feel that he did some good work, but just be careful with the wording. We're not going to, condone the death of a father, the former CEO of United Healthcare, but why are people making Luigi some type of hero? Also, I need to ask, is anybody up to speed on Tory Lanez, his legal team? Why isn't Tory Lanez, it's the last thing I'll say, and then I'll leave the phone lines open. Why isn't he focused on getting out? Why is his legal team even responding to Megan Thee Stallion prior to her filing for the restraining order? Why should he care about the documentary? I saw it. It was trash. I find that to be troublesome, that his legal team is still giving statements with regards to what she's saying, doing. Can the restraining order give him some extra time? I don't know, okay? Steve the Dean, as I said, he can't call tonight, but I would like for somebody else to chime in if you feel the need to. Should guys request refunds from girls if the date is trash? Maurizio, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Crown, I got your donation. I'm not sure about that, guys. I can ask. The Benzino video. Let me look in the live chat. That's the best source, guys. Benzino, is that video? Is that new? I thought that was old. That was my homie. Is he on something? What is he doing? Supposedly the knife is blurred out and he's trying to, well, I mean, I don't want to say unalive himself. He's sitting there in some type of briefs. King Blex says again. Yeah, that's what I said. Again? I'm not going to mention the person who posted the video, but they're saying that the video itself, or pardon me, they put the comments on private. Boxing Logics United got your donation. Question, Star. Star, do you have more fun on the throwaway shows? LOL. Well, it depends, man. I mean, on a night like tonight, I honestly don't want to do a deep dive again on Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion. So, I mean, I'm willing to go back with regards to some of the other topics, but I've always said I'm here to entertain and somewhat enlighten. In the evenings, everybody doesn't want to be that serious and, do a whole lot of research. I get it. So it's fun sometimes to go off the rails, but I do like to get the facts straight on some of these stories as well. Okay. Thank you for your donation. Something else I have to put on the table here. Squirrel Party. Squirrel Party is going to be down for another 2 weeks. It's a little chilly here in Emerald Isle, North Carolina. I have been feeding the squirrels. I only feed them twice a week. I don't try to get them too fat or too used to me because they have, tried to get a little too close. But I did put up some of the Christmas lights today. Okay. I'll keep you posted. The return of Squirrel Party. All right. Okay. Blade was cracking, Blade. Blade, one day you should call in. I do get your donations. Thank you. Blade is saying respect the shooter. Okay, he's talking about Luigi. It seemed that the urban audience was very, very interested in who did the shooting. Blade, did you think that a black person shot that CEO? Did you ever think that? And if you did, would that black person be treated the way Luigi is being treated? That's the question. Let's start this show out here, all right? Wednesday evening. Let's take our time, all right? Area code 272. Are you there? Are you ready?
Yeah, what's going on? Yeah, what's going on, Star?
How is?
Nah, I'm gonna start off with that Meg and Tory.
Oh God.
She can't get a restraining order on him because he locked up already. He was already found guilty, so that won't work. But I think, honestly, I'm with you. He needs to not say nothing. Let his lawyers deal with it. He's trying to get his appeal. And for her, I think she's using this to once again to sell her album and boost it. Because she's looking for the people. It's not about what he's saying or what he's doing. She wants the people to go on her side to buy the album and do all that. So nobody can really care about Meg. Like it is at this point, nobody really cares.
Hang on a second. Are you the guy? Are you the guy from the New York area? You know all the tea. Is that you?
Yeah.
You want to cam up? You got a platform you want to promote?
Not. You know what? I'm actually trying to work on something now.
Okay.
I just gotta get with the right.
I'm not hating. I'm just just asking. I extend my platform to those of you young people who are coming up. Come on.
Now, as far as paying, no, I'm not doing none of that. I'm not paying for you to fly in. I'm not paying for you to get your hair and nails done. Them days are over. Yeah, we did that when we was young in high school and all that. Them days are over now. Ain't nobody doing none of that.
Hang on. The question is very specific. Should guys request refunds from girls if the date is trash? I'm not saying, you have to get sex. That was another topic. I pull these, from my experience. Nobody gives me these ideas. Should guys request refunds if the date is trash? If she's got an attitude, something, she's on her phone, and it's like she's not giving you her complete attention at the end of the date, or the next day. Should guys start now fighting back? I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Fighting back.
Hell yeah. I want all mine back. I don't care from the time we walk in, from the time I spend sitting down. I want all that money back. I don't care. I don't care how much time we sat for half an hour. I'm charging you by the clock, by the hour. Nah, I definitely want my refund back because the reality is I put time and effort into this. So I want to get paid for my time and effort. So I definitely want my refund back.
Well, now, hang on a second. How would you go about getting it? Because you see, if I were a younger guy like yourself, Cash App will not necessarily give you a refund, right? Somebody can just automatically hit decline. Fuck out of here, right?
Yeah. So, all right. So what you just said is true. You can Cash App somebody. You can Cash App and ask for a refund back, but they like you said, they could decline it. So it's. Yeah, so it's hard to definitely get that back. So it's like at the end of the day, it's your loss. But at the same aspect,
no, sir. Hang on. Let's take it slow here. Do you use Zelle? Do you use Zelle at all?
Yes. Okay. Oh, definitely. Well, see, here's the thing. What you just said about Zelle. If I use Zelle and I send you it, I could put it on hold. I can put it on hold and fight with my bank and says, nah, I made a wrong transaction.
Now we're talking. Mm-hmm. Can you?
So yeah, definitely.
Hold on, stay with me. Let's take our time. Can you send an invoice to a potential date in advance? These girls,
yeah, you definitely could do that.
These girls are devious. Can you send an invoice in advance? She doesn't know you sent an invoice, but you go out on the date. The date's trash. You didn't want to smash. You just wanted to feel her out, and then you say, nah. Want my money back, and then you dispute the invoice. Can you do that?
Yeah, you definitely can. You can do all that because the reality is once you send it, you can send that invoice to her and like let her know, like, yeah, I just paid for this. Whether you flow her in or whatever, like you just send her because she might not know. She just verified. Okay, he sent me an invoice. Her mind is he just want to prove that he paid for it. And he sent everything. But in the back of that man's mind is letting you know, like, yeah, if I want this money back with that invoice, call my bank and withdraw that and be like,
Okay.
listen, I made a bad transaction. I definitely want my money back.
All right, now hang on a second. I do want to ask you about something before you go, but she has filed Megan for the restraining order. You're saying it won't be granted? I'm looking here at The Guardian, the Daily Beast, Rolling Stone, Vulture, Pitchfork. A lot of sources saying that she has filed.
Yeah, she can file, but it won't go through because the reality is he was found guilty. He's already in the system. So you're filing a restraining order for what? He's already found guilty. He's already in the system. So that restraining order won't go nowhere. Now, give or take, she can now, if she goes to court and saying, I feel threatened by my life and all this, now they can say she got to make it seem like he's going out there and telling people to target her.
Right.
So then they could say, all right, we're going to put a restraint on third parties, which a third party is kind of saying, hey, Tory Lanez, you can't communicate with this person. You can't communicate with this person. You can't have nobody going back and communicating with her. So she can get...
Take a breath, sir. Take a breath. That's where we are. That's what she has done. She wants the court to intervene, to restrict the third party, as you just said. I mean, I'm not just making this up. I really don't want to do the deep dive, but, it looks to me, I could be wrong. It looks to me like this could be a problem for him. I don't know if this is going to affect him in terms of the appeal, as you said, but this is very real. Go ahead and finish up on that, and then I want to ask you a question before you go. Go ahead.
Yeah, this, like what you just said, is definitely really real, with the third party. But the reality, too, is she got to prove that he's communicating. She got to have some type of evidence when she go in court saying, I can prove he's communicating with these people. If she don't have that, a judge would throw it out.
Okay. Question. You I forget how old you're from the New York area.
Me, I'm 42.
Okay. The Cash Me Outside girl, a.k.a. Dan, what is her name? Danny. They call her Danny, but what's her name? Do you know? Danielle?
Nah. I know what you're talking about. I know definitely you're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know her name offhand, but I know what you're talking about.
Well, Bad Baby, right? Bad Baby.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, this is messy, but you do know the tea. I remember speaking to you, and you know all about love and hip-hop, yada, yada, yada. Is she now a rat and a snitch because she was up on TMZ? Her baby daddy punched her in her, loosened up her teeth, threw her down, right? She cheated on him first with Sosa, a.k.a. Chief Keef. He calls her Danny. And who is it Alabama? The girl, her friend.
Yeah. So
this is messy, folks. Hang on a second.
Her situation is kind of weird because she did have a baby by him. He's claiming that, she did cheat on him. She's claiming he was cheating on her.
What is his name? So I need his name. Hey, you know the T, and stay in contact with me via email. What is his name? I'll go to TMZ if you can just help me out with this. This is messy. TMZ.
I don't know his name offhand, but I know for sure that, he did get in a physical occasion. She did go on social media and was blasting him, and then she turned around in that 24 hours later and saying she's going to stick by him. She's going to give him the help he needs. We have a family. And
his name is Levon, okay? Now, the reason why I'm asking you this is because I remember when she came out. She came out on Dr. Phil's show. Troll Babies, you guys remember this? Yo, cash me outside, bitch. What I'm trying to say is it's beautiful to see this one-time Gucci flip-flop, girl. That's what she was known for, right? The Gucci flip-flops, challenging everybody to a fight. She's now been broken. That's all I want to say. Go and finish up.
Yeah, but Dr. Phil, she made a name on Dr. Phil. And as far as career-wise, she did try to do the music industry for a little bit. And now she on OnlyFans. And the reality is, she says she made about, 40 or 50 mil in 1 year on OnlyFans. I feel like the dude she with, he's in it for the checks right now. You know what I'm saying?
As he should be, Levon.
Was she getting that?
Levon.
Yeah, and right now it's that OnlyFans. That's what a lot of these females doing is OnlyFans. They're getting them checks from doing that now.
Okay. Well, listen, man, stay in contact. I could use a guy like yourself who knows the tea, all right? Thank you for calling in.
All right.
So, okay. Alabama Barker. Is that Travis Barker's daughter? You guys know who Travis Barker is? I'm interested in this. I don't give a goddamn about her music, her OnlyFans, but this was the Cash Me Outside girl. Guys, sit tight on the phones. I got time tonight, right? What year was that? Cash Me Outside, bitch. AKA Bob, baby. Danielle Bragoli, that's her name, okay. Wasn't she dropping the N-word and all that fly shit? Born in 2003. Okay, so she got a baby. Listen, I'm just saying it's nice to see her up on social media being a rat and a fucking snitch. Call me stupid. Area code 251. I'm not sure where we're going this evening, but I'm asking, should guys request refunds if the date is trash? 251.
No. How you doing this evening, Star?
Hey, man. We're having trouble hearing you, sir. Can you make the adjustments? I got time tonight. I got time.
I'm on my headphone. I'm gonna put it on my regular phone.
Okay.
Give me 1 second.
Give me a second, guys. He's a good guy. He calls in from time to time.
Can you hear me now?
There you go. How are you, sir?
I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah.
As far as invoices for women, no, don't do that. I'm almost 50. This is what I do. I don't feed women because in the past I learned that women will use you just to eat. These women, they'll be starving to death, and then they'll have you take them out to eat, acting like they doing you a favor. And then they still won't let you smash or even fed them. So don't do that. If you want to take them out to eat, take them out to eat. But I wouldn't take them nowhere expensive because we all know that if a woman really, really care about you, you don't have to take her to Ruth Chris or nowhere expensive. You just go get something regular. So, no, don't send me invoice. Just quit feeding.
Hang on a second. I mean, now, again, the question is very direct. Should guys request
no.
Hang on. Refunds if the date is trash? I'm not saying don't go out to eat. I'm just saying if the date is trash, hey, shorty, I need that $250 back. They do it to guys.
Well, just don't deal with it no more. For one, she's not gonna do it. It's gonna be more trouble than it's worth. Just don't deal with her. And you got a lot of money. Now in your life when people,
well, how do you know what I got, sir? We ain't talking about me. I'm 60 years old. I'm talking about the young guy.
I'm gonna make an example out of this. Well, I'm not gonna use you. This is what I know. If a person use you, or they'll need you again. If the date was trash, just stop talking to them.
Okay.
Just charge the game.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So yeah. I go and spend $300 on seafood with me and my brothers or me and my friends before I go spend $40 eating with a woman.
Okay.
Just so that's what I'm saying for the men. If you want, just stop feeding them. The main thing I want to talk about was
Benzino?
Tory Lanez.
Benzino.
Well,
come on.
Well, I don't know what all this stuff is about, but I know that Tory Lanez. I know y'all were talking about that.
Yeah.
Now,
That's
I used to be a law enforcement officer.
Okay.
And a lot of people who from the streets who just been around guns, they know that Tory Lanez should not be in jail. That woman lied on him. If you ever seen what a bullet would do to a person's foot, you would know that Tory Lanez got railroaded.
Well, sir, I can appreciate you being in law enforcement, but Megan is suing people, so let's slow that down. Whether she...
Well, she can sue me.
Well, no, sir, she would sue my platform. I'm asking you to slow it down, sir.
Okay.
Slow it down.
Okay, I'm gonna slow it down.
Go ahead.
Let me say this then. So she can't sue you. I want y'all to go and Google bullet wounds to the foot, and I want you to see those pictures, and I want you to tell me if Megan Thee Stallion will be on stage performing 9 days later after
Gotcha.
allegedly getting shot in the foot.
Okay.
And as far as the judge goes, the judge sitting on the bench should know better. And I feel like that man got a raw deal. But I'm gonna let his daddy fight that battle.
I think we are all in agreement. I mean, I've since paid attention to everything, and I don't think he should be in jail. But now we're talking about the restraining order. I hate to even go back into this. Is he doing too much? What's going on?
I would say he's not. He's not doing too much. If somebody put me in prison and I know I shouldn't be there, I'm gonna do whatever I feel like I need to do.
Okay.
Now that I'm gonna tell you that they restraining order, because he's working in jail.
Okay.
They're gonna tell you what she's doing. They restraining order. All she's doing is getting him put in deep in the hole, getting him put in solitary confinement. That's all she's doing.
Okay. Okay.
So he's in jail. So if he already in jail, all I can do is put him in the hole and then leave him. So that's what she's doing to him.
Okay.
Yes, sir. And I think that's it. If you got another subject, I can talk about that. But that's the main one I want to talk about.
You have to speed on the Cash Me Outside girl. It's beautiful to see her turn into a rat and a snitch. You know anything about Bob, baby?
Well, I think she got cancer too.
Well, sir, listen,
she got cancer.
That's between her and her Lord and Savior, sir. I'm talking about the baby daddy, Chief Keef, and her talking about Alabama as a home wrecker. Come on, let's not bring the conversation down with cancer, sir.
Well, okay. Well, as far as that goes, the Catch Me Outside girl, at one time she was very attractive. She got a lot of money. So all that money you got, you should be having man problems.
Gotcha.
I say 99 problems, a man shouldn't be one of them.
Okay.
So what you need to do is let that man go. That girl made $50 million in 1 year off of OnlyFans and didn't even show you nothing. Yeah. So if you see that kind of money, this man causes you problems, get rid of him.
Okay.
Get rid of him. Let him and Alabama do whatever they're going to do, and you go somewhere and get yourself together as far as health-wise and enjoy your money.
Got you. Okay. I appreciate the call, sir.
Yeah, these celebrities, they make life hard. Hey, I appreciate you too.
Yes, sir. Okay. Deeds, I have shifted things around a little bit. Hold on a second. Megan files for restraining order against Tory over harassment. I kind of don't want that word harassment in my main. Dates. I'll fix that, showrunner, shortly. London, I got your donation. Okay. I'm trying to find out if that video of Benzino is old or new. I'm not going to post it in my community section because, there's community guidelines now, that could be harassment, bullying. AJ got your donation. Okay. I'm not sure where you're going, but okay. Are you saying yes, guys should request refunds? Okay. Okay. Gangster of Love says real niggas go Dutch or make them pay, pimp. That sounds hot, Gangster of Love, but you got a lot of guys that still are, beta males, flying girls out. I'm starting to think the word simp is old terminology. Guys are flying girls out. They've been making songs about it, all right? Thanks for your donation. Phone lines are open. Guys, please don't send me emails with just no subject matter. I can't open that stuff right now. I can't. Linnell, I got your donation. Thank you very much. No, I'm not up to speed on that, darling. I just, if you want to chime in, please call in. Guys, anybody know anything about Dr. Umar Johnson and D.L. Hughley going at it? Is there a video, or are they just, Twitter fingers, as we used to call it? I'm not sure, but thank you for your donation, darling, okay? Spanky Bighead got your donation. Danielle Bergoli is of Sicilian descent. I just like it. Phone lines are open. Hold on a second. Some of you have to learn the difference between objective and pandering. Just because you address a topic that doesn't necessarily coincide with what you think a guy should do or say doesn't mean you're pandering. It means you're being objective. You might want to Google that, okay? Hold on a second. Deeds, did you? Okay, Steve the Dean cannot tap in. He just sent me a text message. Thank you, Steve, for responding. Vernell, got your donation. Okay. Let me just check something. Somebody who I did reach out to earlier has responded. And then I want to talk about Luigi again. Okay, peace. Shazam, check your email. I did send you the information you requested. Thank you so much. All right. Okay. I got to fix that showrunner. It's kind of long. It's a little too long. Okay. Guys, let me go back for a second. According to multiple news sources, Luigi, the one who's on suspicion of murder, okay, for the United Healthcare CEO, killing in New York, right? A charge of murder in the first degree is rare because it requires special elements related to the crime to be charged. Under state law, murder in the first degree only applies to a narrow list of aggravating circumstances, including when the victim is a judge, a police officer, or a first responder, or when the killing involves a murder for hire or an intent to commit terrorism. So, Luigi, who they're making out to be a hero, what's the max that he can get? I don't know. Any jailhouse lawyers want to tap in? Always First Class Media got your donation star. Men should use the expense as a tax write-off. I don't know. I mean, how would you do that? Would you claim that the female is a sex worker? I mean, I guess you could, Expenses, if you have an LLC or if you have a business. Okay. Always First Class Media. Hold on. I'm sorry. Hold on. Sam Crook, new look, no buns, run back my funds, LOL 205, Jumpstart campaign. Okay, do you have a platform? So call in. I would like for someone who actually addresses these topics. Again, I think of these. I have been over the decades, relationship topics. I don't need any help or assistance. But you guys are different. So I don't want everything to be coming from the perspective of an older man. Should guys request refunds? Women are fighting back. Or fighting. Are you fighting back? That's the question. Yosef got your donation. Let me call in. Okay. What area code, Yosef? Let me put my email address on the screen. Oh, Yosef, did you see yesterday's show with regards to Iraq? Oh, wow. Where's my email address? Iraq. And it looks like it's going to be a law. They're going to allow child marriage. Hold on a second. There's the email address, Yosef and other people. If you're in the queue, just let me know what area code you're calling from. I'll go back if you want to call in about that, Yosef, okay? Just send me an email, say what area code you're calling from. Okay. Yeah, Blade sends great emails but he doesn't necessarily call in. Tiffany is at you. I'll take Tiffany's call tonight. Yes, no, maybe. Tiffany, do you want to cam up? Let me know. Keep me posted. Hold on a second. Yosef is at you. Shalom. Yosef,
tapping in.
How are you, man?
I'm good, man. How you been?
Good. Where do you want to start?
Things been good?
Yeah, good.
Well, I wanted to really speak on your header. You had, should men request refunds?
If the date,
you know what, man,
is trash.
I'm gonna say that. You said if the punani's trash.
No. We did that before. Requesting sex on the first date. This is a little different. Should men request refunds if the date is trash? Let's say she had an attitude, or she's streaming. You pay for some food, or even if you go Dutch, she's streaming.
You're speaking my language right now. Listen,
come on.
Time is money.
Time is money.
Correct?
Yeah.
Time is money.
Time is money.
And if time is money, and what's the answer? There's nothing more important in this world than time, man. Money makes the world go round. Those two things correlate. So if I'm spending money and time with you, it's an investment. And if it's like, if the attitude's coming up, like I can understand, like if it just doesn't click, it doesn't click. You can't be mad at somebody for it. But when things like the attitude and stuff come out, it's like you at least gotta take the bill or something. I mean, that's my Hebrew coming out. But come on, it's like sometimes it's so. At least you're so sour. You're sitting there and you're thinking to yourself, am I even going to be able to get it up tonight? Because I just have the wackest vibe from this chick. You know what I'm getting at?
Come on, I'm listening.
Well, that's basically what I'm getting at. I 100% think, if we're making these investments with our time, we're making these investments with our money, and we need some return of interest, man. And if we're not getting that in the physical sense,
let me say this, Yosef. Let me say this. Let's take sex off the table. We've had that conversation before. If she doesn't put out, or guys should request sex on the first date, let's take that off the table. I'm just talking about an evening out. If I can't, and again, I don't want to put myself into the equation. I'm too old. But how old are you again? I forget. 20, 30? What?
I just turned 28.
You're a 28-year-old young Jewish man.
Yes.
If you're sitting there with a girl and she's constantly playing in her hair, maybe it's a nervous thing. Maybe it's what all girls do today. White, black, Hispanic, whatever. That wouldn't bother you, right? Because that's the norm now.
No, because that's a sign. That's a sign that they're into me, and that almost makes me more motivated.
Okay.
It's more like, you know what the big thing is for me? The big thing for me is if I take a girl out and we go on a nice date, whether we're going to a nice restaurant or even just a pizza spot, if she is rude to the worker there, she gets dropped like a bad habit. And the only thing she's going to see is Mercedes tail lights taken off.
Nice.
I'm telling you, man, that is just the most disgusting thing you can you treat a service worker. It shows me all your character, right? There's little things. There's other little things, like. And like you said, we're going to remove the sex out of the equation. We're just going to base this all on character. Yeah. That's totally true. It's like, that's one thing with me is I still like having, you take the girl, you pick her up and you still got the old classic car. You can still do the sunny test, like in Bronx Tale. That's a real thing though. Like that really shows a girl's character. If she's willing to open the, just do the littlest thing, like unlock the door. It's like, it goes a long way.
None of these girls today would do that.
Hey man, last 2 years ago, I took a nice little Filipino girl out, and I had the old Wrangler, and she reached over. I swear, man, I was like blown away.
Really,
I was blown away, man.
Okay,
but yeah, I think that men need to be more. Us as men, we need to be more straightforward. We want to know what we want out of what we're going into, and if we want to live the bachelor life, you're gonna have to. You're gonna have to charge some things to the game, but if you're out here trying to find a real woman to hold you down, and you're not getting that vibe in these dates, you're really just kicking yourself in the butt. Like you're not gaining anything from it.
Hold on a second. You just you kind of taught me something. You're saying if they're playing in their hair, which is what they all do now, you're saying that turns you on. What does that mean? That means they're nervous or they're trying to tempt you. I find that to be annoying, but maybe I'm too old. Go ahead.
No, but that's genuinely, I've been taught that kind of is a sign of a girl sort of like flirting with you. I don't know really how it, but it's just, I don't know, maybe it's something kind of like it gets them sort of a playful nature, and maybe it's also almost like kind of like a fidget, like, they're nervous, like, some people bite their nails and that kind of stuff. But I guess in that sense, it's like, if a girl's twirling,
I think they're just stupid, but go ahead.
They're biting your nail in front of you, right?
All right. Hey, before you go, do you want to touch on, are you up to speed on what's going on in Iraq? Yesterday's story,
something about what they're allowing child marriage or something.
Child marriage, yeah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
8 years old. Yeah, I mean,
9 years old. 9 years old.
9. Oh, sorry. Big difference between 8 and 9. You know, the training wheels come off at 9 years old. You know, God forbid, right? No, man, I got nothing to talk about.
Okay.
That
All right.
type of stuff.
Good to hear from you, man. Thank you for tapping in, Yosef.
All right, shalom, man.
Shalom.
Remember, everybody in the chat, man, check the scoreboard. Israel's always up.
That's what's up. All right, salute. All right, okay. Yosef tapping in. Hey, Valerie, nice to hear from you. Valerie, Janet and I are good. We've been emailing back and forth the last couple of days. Don't think that there's some, issue there. Janet's a great person. We've spoken on the phone multiple times. She sends me classic music links in the morning when she's moving, shaking, and popping, sipping her coffee. And then I send a link back. And then not to try and stump each other, but just kind of like, just vibing as older people do, But thank you for asking. Valerie, thank you for your donation. Somebody was on hold from 778. I don't know what happened. You want to call back? 778? In the meantime, area code 210. The show's a little sloppy tonight. Are you there? 210. It's Wednesday. Yes, no, maybe. Give me a second. There might be a delay. 210. Gotta go. All right, I tried. Anyway, Thomas, I don't see anything.
Okay, there you go. There you go. I had it muted.
What are you doing? Come on. Don't kill the vibe, please.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Good evening.
Okay, yeah. Let's get into this. Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, those young guys that call in and stuff like that, I know they're in the dummy stage. We're older. We're ex-dummies. We try to tell them, but it is so hard. They got to crash into the wall.
Right.
That's a part of life. It's a certain thing that you have to go through.
Right.
It's hard to watch a train coming down the track and know what it's about to do. So I understand it, man. I be loving your show, just sitting here listening to you. Because you being laid back about what's going on, because I know you already know. You got to watch this. Man, it's hard to talk to someone in their 20s and 30s because it's hard to watch them just hit that wall. And all I'm going to do, I'm going to try to help them pick up the pieces and try to help them learn on what's going on. This dating thing, man, have you ever bought something from Wish or Temu or something like that? People do. Yeah.
Well, if I can jump in for a second, I appreciate everything you've said. However,
Okay.
I really do enjoy talking to people more so than I ever did before. I listen now. I'm older. It's not that I can't change my way of thinking sometimes. I don't want to tell this younger generation what they should do because times are very different. Very different.
Yeah.
I just spoke to Yosef. He's up in Canada. He said he likes girls playing in their hair. Me, it's annoying as hell. So let's take old Star out of the equation. The question, let me ask you the question. Should guys request refunds for trash dates? These girls are asking for Cash App, Zelle in advance just to go get their hair and nails done. I mean, I don't know how old you are, but back in the days, girls borrowed clothes from their sisters, their friends. Their friends did their hair and they got ready. It's different now, right?
Yeah, I definitely understand it. But that would definitely be a violation, asking for your money back from take the loss, and basically and move on. You know what I'm saying? If you was that close to, you spent your last $50 or $100, you shouldn't have been on a date anyway. It's that the younger generation, a lot of times, they don't have an ability to vet people like we have the ability to do right now. So no, I would never ask for a refund. Now I might check her and be like, no, you pay for your own food. Just do this Dutch thing, because if you savvy enough, you'll know when somebody's trying to play you. Most people don't like to get played, but people like that, the people that were calling in, it's a sucker born every minute. That's still true.
Let me jump in, sir. Let me jump in. How old are you?
Go ahead.
How old are you?
I'm 48.
Okay. With all due respect, sir, this conversation is for younger people. But let's you and I finish up. I think.
Yeah, definitely.
If I had, I do have two let me slow down. I have two sons, but we've never got a DNA test, right? So I don't know if they're my actual biological sons. I would want them to request money back. If I were in my 20s or even early 30s, I would create a website, not to dox females, but just, kind of like Facebook, where guys, share pictures of trash dates. Fight back. Yeah. Fight back. Does that sound crazy?
They should. Yeah, you're right. No, you're definitely right.
Throw babies. Am I crazy?
Keep them. No, look, we are here. We are the gatekeepers. We can actually help them. I don't have to deal with none of that stuff, what they doing and the events that they go to. I don't have to deal with that. So all I do as an elder is to educate them, to let them know, just put them up on game. That's all I can do, because I'm in a whole different bracket at this point in time in life. No, man, do not let no girl run through your pockets like that. Okay. That's what I'm teaching. Okay. I'm doing something different, but that's what I'm teaching.
Okay.
Yeah, I appreciate you, Star, bro.
Yes, sir.
I love your show.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Tom Shaw, got your donation. Star, Tory Lanez dropped a song from prison called Handling Business, taking shots at people. See, I don't want to hear that. I can't imagine getting sentenced to a decade. I wouldn't have time to do nothing like that. I'd be focused on getting out. Or does he drop that music to make money? 778, I don't see you in the queue. What happened? Let me look in the live chat for a second. I just want to throw something at you. Oh, Code Red, I see you. Code Red, I got your email earlier. Salute. Thank you so much. They have, I know I heard this somewhere. Deeds, you don't have to check on this, but I'm just talking out loud. They've got websites, females, where they post pictures of guys who are cheaters. Do you guys know this in the live chat? They have websites where females, I don't know what age demographic, but they share pictures of guys who have been caught cheating. So in similar fashion, why not, say, hey, I dated so-and-so. She's trash. She eats for two. She wears cheap perfume, and she's gonna ask you to help pay her light bill. Hold on a second. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay. Deeds says, I was just about to text you that. It's called Don't Date 'Em, Girl. Oh, my goodness. Hold on. I got to pull this up. Don't Date 'Em, Girl. Oh, my God. Don't date girl. Don't date 'em, girl. Oh, my God. Look at it. There it is. Don'tDateEmGirl.com. Phone lines are open right now. Hakeem, peace. I got your donation, sir. Yeah, Hakeem, I'm not sure about the Benzino video. It's kind of hard to watch, man. I mean, I feel for the guy because we got history, but damn. Is he on something? Respectfully, is he on something? Deeds, that site, is the site coming up? Or was it taken down? Let me see if I can find it. It's not popping up. I thought it was coming up. Don'tDateHimGirl.com. Something's wrong with the site, Deeds. They may have taken it down because it was considered, I don't know, breaking up people's homes. I don't know. Area code 929. Good evening. Are you there on a Wednesday? Yes, no, maybe. 929.
Yeah, hello.
Hey, how are you, sir? It's cracking.
Hey, what's up, Star? How you doing?
I'm good, man. Where do you want to start?
Yeah, I'm calling about that men should get refunds for dates.
Should guys request refunds for trash dates? I shortened it.
Yeah, for trash dates? Hell yeah. I say hell yeah.
Okay.
Days, when you go on a date with a female nowadays, is really a gamble, and they really just like waste your time, because it's like a lot of females, they use a date as like a free meal or just an activity. It doesn't, like back in the day when you go out with a girl, so she likes you. Nowadays, if you don't have sex right away with that girl, you're wasting time. You could take her on a date all the time you want, and someone else is hitting it that never took her out ever. So I say yeah, because you could be getting played and wasting your time because you're taking her out. You filling up her stomach. You putting her onto new things, and there's a bum dude that doesn't know, and he's hitting it freely.
Can I ask, how old are you, sir? How old are you?
I'm 35.
Okay. Never mind Star. Just never mind me. There's certain things I have done and that I will never do again, for girls. But at the end of the day, I've had great relationships. I have a part-time girlfriend now. She's almost 33, if I remember correctly. And she knows I don't have the energy nor the time to get together 4 or 5 days a week. She has to text me. Yeah. She has to text me. She's a Jamaican girl. Rude boy, where you at? Once a week. That's enough for me. That's enough for me. You feel me? And we don't hang out at night. I don't want to be out after dark because I can't do it like that. But you guys, again, you're a younger man. I say that respectfully. Your time is more valuable. Back in the days, we moved slower. We move slow. These girls are on social media. They're putting your information out there. They're taking your picture. They're sending it to their friends. Girl, I'm dating this is a bum I'm with right now. They're literally doing that, right?
Yeah, they do group chats and all that. So
group chats,
if you take her on a date and she's not feeling it, she could be sitting there texting, talking about you in the group chat, and now your name is bad.
Right. Yeah. Girl, this nigga came and picked me up with an old Benz, and it smelled like Reggie. It smelled like Reggie inside.
Yeah. Yeah, they're doing a review from the minute you take them out on a date, man. So it's like you gotta have your whole thing up to par. They critiquing the jump.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, man. Any thoughts on?
And I also want to.
Megan files a restraining order.
Yeah, I think Meg Thee Stallion needs to give it up. Like, she just what it is. Maybe Tory Lanez just he hitting it right, or he hit it too like he just.
Your phone's going in and out, man. Thank you for the call. Your phone's really bad. Thank you.
Okay.
Tiffany says she's going to cam up after my break. Thank you, Tiffany. Yeah, once in a while, it's nice to have a female perspective. But again, these types of topics, because I'm a low budget sociologist, and I have a wellspring of knowledge by way of experience, I think about this stuff. When I'm online like everybody else. I'm like, Jesus Christ. But again, I can't necessarily tell you guys what you should or you shouldn't do. You're different. I get it. Sophisticated ignorance. I got your donation. If such a site was created to help men be aware of women to not date, I'm positive there would be a lawsuit and the women on there would cry victim. You're right. But, it can be on the dark web. You go on the dark web? I do all the time. You don't use Google, do you, sir? I try not to. Okay, and Tom, sure I read your donation. Thank you very much. My next caller, area code 3301. Good evening. Wednesday night, talking about a few topics. Are you there?
Hey, good evening, Star. Hey. What's up, boss?
Hey, who's this?
This is Manuel.
Manuel, how are you, man? It's cracking.
I'm doing good. Yeah, I want to talk about the topic about taking girls on dates and stuff like that.
Well, the to be precise, should guys request refunds for trash dates? Let's take sex off the table. This isn't about, smashing. We already did that topic. The date's trash, just should you be able to request, $100 back if you spent $200? Hey, can I get $100 back? You're trash, and not feel bad about doing it. Go ahead.
Well, I have an idea, because there's a lot of restaurants that you can take a girl to that have a QR code on the table, where she can scan the QR code. You can scan the QR code. They can pay for their food, and you can pay for your food. Nando's is one of those places you can take a girl to. There, where you can scan your QR code, she can scan hers, and then everybody can pay for their food. So I think guys can come up with creative ideas, and also tell a girl, hey, let's meet at a coffee shop where you're not going to spend that much money. If a girl don't want to meet you at a coffee shop for the first date, then guess what? She's all about the food, or maybe she wants you to take her on an expensive date. You got to scan these girls, because if you just want to take a girl to a 5-star restaurant to impress her, you're making the wrong move. You got to try to take them to a QR code restaurant where they can scan. You can scan, everybody pay for their food. That's what I do on my first date.
Can I jump in, sir? Can I jump in? I appreciate everything you just said.
Yeah, go ahead.
People like to rationalize things after the fact, but the truth is, if you see someone you like, you have a conversation, everybody doesn't make that hard line decision before the first date. We learn by way of experience, right? Experience.
Right.
So the QR code stuff, it sounds hot now. But there's somebody out there who, even you can say, yo, I'm not going to get with her. Never mind the QR code stuff.
Right.
You go out on the date, and for whatever reason, I'm not saying she has to be a total bitch, but, she just, something ain't right. She's not into you. Right. She's not into you. Okay, maybe she wants a meal. Maybe she wanted to go to a concert, a show somewhere, and okay, she had a good time, but she wasn't really talking to you. But you spent money. Let's say you spent $175. Maybe you didn't spend $50 on her, but you spent $175. Would you feel the need to request a refund? They do it to us.
Star, I'm not spending anything over $60 on a girl that's not my girlfriend. First of all, those are my rules. You got to be my girl for me to spend anything over $50. That's rule one. You, as a guy, as a man, you have to set rules. If guys are not setting rules, these women are going to keep taking advantage of them. As a guy, you have to set your rules. These women, they're setting their rules, and they have boundaries, but guys don't have boundaries. And that's the problem. That's the reason why a lot of guys are getting taken advantage of. Because
can I ask how old are you, sir?
the girl.
How old are you?
I'm 45 years old.
Okay.
So I'm older. I've been there, done that.
All right.
You know, I'm trying to
hang on a second, because again, this conversation is not for older guys. Respectfully, you can chime in.
Okay.
But you can chime in. But let's go back to when you were in your 20s, right? You got caught out. You got caught out there. Don't act like you didn't. Don't act like you didn't. All that stuff now, rules, parameters.
I did.
You're older. You're not dating like you used to.
Right.
With all due respect, you sound like you're boiling on a budget. Stop it.
I did.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Do you date girls in their 20s now? Do you date girls in their 20s?
Right now?
Right now. No.
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 I don't date any woman under 30. No. Seriously. No, I don't.
I'll let you
You
finish
gotta
up.
be at least 35. You gotta be 35 or older.
I'll let you finish up.
Yeah, you have to be 35 or older. I don't date any young girls. Yeah, that's just me. I'm not attracted to young women at my age.
Okay. I appreciate the call, man. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Star. Okay. Good night.
I'm standing on this. I'm standing on this. It doesn't mean that you don't like women. Don't take that from this conversation. But you have to equal the playing field to some degree now. Haven't you learned from your mistakes? Is this the president of the Real Nigga Network? 904.
Star.
Yes.
Like, what are we doing tonight, man? I, as you know, I'm well documented being qualified for this topic right here. Of dating many women of ethnicities, very high quality women with the bag.
Yes, sir.
Even some brocos. You know, when it comes to this topic, if guys request refunds for trash dates, I say absolutely not. And the reason why I say absolutely not is because you should have certain parameters and certain check marks that you're knocking off before you even meet up with this girl in person. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time, if you got some good game, you might not have to take them out on dates. Say you take them out on a date, like, you don't have a budget. I mean, it's funny how we got all these niggas who come with these red pill talking points, but it's really incel talking points because they don't even go back to what niggas in red pill used to tell you. Yo, you should be going out on cheap dates that don't hurt your pocket.
Okay.
Get a little 10-piece lemon pepper flat. You know, go get some finger foods, go to a happy hour. You should be spending a minimal amount of money on the first date because the first date is usually just a feeler. It's not I'm going to take you to Roof Chris and spend $200. Nigga, you already out of pocket off the rip. If you trying to spend a triple digits on a chick that you just meet and you haven't had any phone conversations, you haven't had any text message sent back and forth, you ain't FaceTime the hoe, you ain't get her to send no nipple pic, you ain't, hey, send me some nudes. Nigga, you should be already getting certain satisfactory checkpoints before you even go out in public with the chick. Most of the times in my book, we're not going out and spending a dime on you unless I smash and it's fire and I'm smashing up to where you're like, hey, I haven't seen natural light in you in the same place. Hey, I haven't breathed fresh air with you outside yet. Can we finally leave your crib? Can you finally crack the blinds so I can see the sun? Yeah, babe, let's go get something to eat. Like, these niggas out here spending a bag on a chick that don't even like you. You don't even know. Like, ask some of these niggas, what is their bag to hit ratio? Like, how much are you spending for you get the coochie? A lot of these niggas.
Now, hang on a second. I got to stop you right there because you see, early in the broadcast, I said, let's take sex off the table. That's not what this is about. We've done that show already. Should you request sex on the first date? I'm just talking about if the date is trash, should you request your money back? Now, okay, I hear you. And I'm glad you called in. But now, it doesn't mean that you're trying to have a long-term relationship. You know, sometimes I would imagine you guys, you You do a lot of meeting on social media, the Monkey app, and all that sort of jazz. So you're dating more frequently, right? Or you're interacting more frequently. So,
absolutely. Hey,
right. So let me just finish my point. Let me just finish my point. So you're spending more money in reality in comparison to when I was coming up, and I don't want to make it about me. I'm old, but you're spending more money per week. These girls have wants, needs, and desires. They're saying to you, "Send me some money so I can get ready." You couldn't do that to me back in the days. If I call you, on the goddamn the dial up or the push button, and you say, "Hey, I need $100 to get ready." Bitch, what? Click. I'm out. It's different now. So you're saying no. What exactly are you saying with regards to should guys request refunds for trash dates?
What I'm saying is when you bring up the access to the internet and everything that you just mentioned, that makes it more efficient to vet out potential people to date. I'm not spending more money than niggas in the past.
Okay.
Like I said before.
Okay.
Yo, you should have at a certain age, you should have at least a roster of a few. Like if you're going out to meet new women, that's fine. But you're like, what are we talking about? Going on that first date, meeting a woman, feeling her out. That process should be kind of done before you enter the first date, before you walk in. So your expectations are tempered at a certain level. If she's trash, you should have known that by the FaceTimes or the lack of, by the pictures she sends or the lack of, or the in conversations or the lack of. You should be able to feel your way out. So by the time you go on this date, your expectations are at a normal level. If she's lame, you should have figured that out and had that discernment before you took her out. Okay. So it's your fault. And you try to tell a girl, "Hey, I want my money back for this date." Sounds very thrifty and brokey. I'm not sitting here pandering to women, but nigga, how broke and misguided and backwards hustling are you that you're spending an amount of money that's hurting your pockets and you ain't get any satisfactory result out of the date? You're gonna turn around actually your money back. You might as well start dating niggas and kissing poles, because it's the most sassy type of move you can make. And before I put a bow on this and land my plane, I'm sending you a text message thread. Okay. Not even a thread, just a message.
Okay.
And if you look at it, it is proof to date.
Okay.
That niggas, I ain't playing that game with these hoes right now. Niggas hard on hoes. And if you actually got your stuff together, bro, come on, bro. What we talking about getting your money back off a date? Trippy ass nigga.
Okay, I didn't get your text message yet.
Oh no, my bad. It's an email. I know you said don't send a bunch of email, but it's just a light thread. It's a prime example today of what you're talking about and how I handle the situation like a real nigga. That's why I'm the CEO, CFO, and the president of the Real Nigga Network. That's why I had to call in and remind niggas we ain't getting no refunds on no date, nigga.
Okay. Can I give you can I just give you a little pushback? Just a little pushback.
Absolutely.
Okay. Now you kept it real with us, and I appreciate that. You were having a situation with your shorty and her beautiful seed in your house, and something with police, right? So just want to be respectful. So now when you go out with your whiz, your earth, whatever you call her, and the kid,
my home.
Okay, and the child is at home. Does she make you buy food for the child that's at home, even though the child is not with the two of you at the restaurant?
Star, absolutely not. I treat women's children equivalent to
you're capping.
I treat women's kids. No. Look at your email. Number one, look at your email, Star. Number one, look at your email. Okay. And number two, I treat women's kids like their pets, like their dogs and their cats. Hey, can I bring my dog? Can I bring my cat over? As long as it doesn't take a crap on the floor and eat my Nikes, sure. Why not? Because if it passes out right now and croaks over, that's your fault, your responsibility. I ain't sending no money, no clothes, no shoes, no snacks. Nigga, it's a tight ship. Check your email, big nigga.
Okay,
it's like that round here.
Hang on. Okay, I'm not going to say her name. Okay, I see your pimp hand. I respect your pimp hand. But I'm just asking. Now, a lot of females, they do, they in a subtle way, sometimes in a joking way, they say, yeah, oh, this would be nice. My son, my daughter would like this, you know. Or can I order one to take home? You just say, no, fuck out of here.
No, yes, dog. You know why, bro? You know why, Star? Because that's what the father is for. That's what the village. That's what your mama who watches the baby when you're high on perks on the weekends. That's who you can get to pay for your stuff. Don't call me. I'm not the father. I ain't doing that. I'm running the tight shit. You see my whole. Hey, listen, Star. I got girls taking me to Miami on my birthday, buying me Louis Vuitton slides, nigga. You seen it? Quit playing with the no way, nigga. This the real nigga network. Quit playing with me, nigga.
Okay. I read your. I'm not gonna say her name, but this is me. You showing me your pen. Okay. All right.
Big stepping, man. Big stepping on these hoes, man. Salute to Kevin Samuels, man. Stop playing, man.
R.I.P. And Simple Lapido's my guy. Okay. Anything on Megan Thee Stallion filing restraining order against Tory? I'm kind of over that, man. Sheesh.
Yeah, man. Honestly, like I said, not only am I over it, you are over it, everybody else is over it, and it's like Meg keeps beating this situation with a dead horse.
Sheesh.
And she doesn't understand that, like, every time she does something about Milagro or Tory Lanez, it's like, you're not allowing us to move on from glass hitting your. Stop. Everything that comes out about Meg Thee Stallion is always reverting back to her and Tory Lanez case. Milagro, her friend. It is like, then she'll come out in a Bizarre magazine poster or People Weekly and be like, black men won't let me move on because we got to protect women. And all me and you are saying is like, we told you shut the hell up 6 months ago, a year ago. Like, what we doing right now? So she's doing this to herself.
Hey, man, good to talk to you. I'm trying to think of anything. Oh, I sent you a text message about Travis Hunter. He's got basketball skills, man. Did you see that? Oh, do you know about his basketball skills?
Nah, I didn't even see it, but I'm pretty sure if he's playing both sides of the court, both sides of the field, he can hoop.
Yeah. Whenever you get time, just Google Travis Hunter basketball. He's got a nice. But anyway, all right. Hey, good to talk to you, man.
Lastly,
I'm sorry.
Hey, pray for Benzino, man.
Yeah. I hope he's okay. Isn't that an old video?
Hey, old or new, any old nigga with no neck laying on the floor balling, pray for that nigga.
Okay. All right, man. Salute. Thank you. All right, Florida boy Jay. Guys, sit tight on the phones, and if you're in the queue, send me an email. Okay, there's my email address on the screen, so I don't leave you on hold. I appreciate your support. The conversation is picking up a little bit here. I thought this would be a good topic, you know. Okay. Hey, Lydia. Wow, haven't heard from you in a while. Hope that you're well. Oh, that's very nice. She says, Star, I'm going to let people know that you are a nice guy. Yes, we did go out on some dates. We did once upon a time. I hope that you're well. We were just on 2 different courses. We had no issues, no problems. Yeah. Thank you so much, you know. Is that Johnny Too Cool sending in a donation? Thank you, Johnny. Okay, Johnny's going to call in. I think this person sent in a donation. Hey, is that Greg, area code 914? Thank you for your support.
Good evening.
Hey, man, how are you?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Good to hear from you.
I'm
Thank
fine.
you for your support.
Yes, I had stated that when I was 20, I used to laugh at older men when they had to pay to date. Right. Now I'm a 58-year-old amputee, 3-time cancer survivor with 1 leg in a wheelchair.
Wow.
Okay. I got cancer in 2017.
Sheesh.
I don't date for free now.
Okay.
No matter how sincere a woman is or how, whatever, I'm not what they're looking for. Right. So the dating world has changed. It's monetized. Right. You put your money out there, right. You might get a lemon, you might get an orange. Right. That's it. You can't ask for nothing back. She doesn't owe you nothing. If you're too broke to date a beautiful woman, go date an ugly fat chick in a wheelchair like I do and make the most out of it and call it a day. Because the woman that can ask for it, they know they can ask for it. And the guys that don't have to pay for it, they don't pay for it. Because the women give it to them.
Well, now, hang on a second. The woman in the wheelchair, don't call her ugly. Just say, she's got more cushion.
She's right here. We're just joking. She's right here. She's with me.
Yeah.
I'm ugly too. I'm an old ugly nigga.
Right. More
She
cushion.
knows I'm joking, God. I'm joking, God.
More cushion for the pushing. She's there for you. I appreciate that, man.
But I'm real about mine. I know I'm not in my time.
Got you. Yeah. I mean, listen, my age, man. I mean, I don't have the energy like I used to. I mean, I don't even like my part-time girlfriend, calling me when I'm taking my nap. I said, listen, you gotta text me. Stop calling me, waking me up and giggling. Yeah. Like it's funny. Text me, I'll hit you back when I wake up. Anyway.
Yeah, let me get my shit. Let me get my shit together. Let me get my stuff together.
Hey, man.
Takes me about 3 hours to get it together.
Yeah. Any thoughts on Megan Thee Stallion restraining order against Tory Lanez, or are we just exhausted with that story? Jesus.
I think Tory needs to be careful.
Yeah. Okay.
Because if this guy, if he's insinuating that he's threatening her, it may make his time longer, and it may make his appeal that much more difficult to give. If he's truly innocent, which I don't know, he would rather not antagonize the court system that may be against him already.
Okay. Well, hey, man, I appreciate the call, and I wish you.
And I don't wear diapers.
Okay, I
Tell
wish
you trolls, I don't wear diapers.
I wish you and your queen all the best. Thank you, man. Salute. Thank you.
Peace.
Yes,
Peace,
sir.
Carl.
Okay, all right. Peace. Area code 202. Thank you for your support. We're just having a silly, off-the-cuff conversation tonight. Are you there? 202. Yes, no, maybe.
Yes, Star. What's up,
Hey,
what's up, champ?
How are you, sir?
It's Boxologics United with Myron Magnet.
Hey, man, thank you for your support. Where do you want to start?
I guess on the should you ask for a refund on a trash date? I think no.
Okay.
I don't think you should at all.
Okay.
Because I think you need to sometimes you need to feel that that burn from getting a hole in your pocket from a trash date. And that's how you learn from it.
Good point.
And because I think you need to I think every young guy need to go through that, because you gotta be able to gauge the conversations with the girls who are interested in you and like you, in comparison to the girls who do not, who's just there just trying to get a good meal. You only get that through experience. So date the girls. Tell the young guys, date the girls that they know probably interested in them. You know what I mean? And get to see how that girl moves, how her body language is, how she talks to you, and the tone and everything when she is interested in you genuinely. And then once you get that, you can be able to detect those who are not. So no, don't. That's part of the process. You got to pay the cost to be the boss, and that's even learning the trade of
good points.
Dealing with women.
Good points. Can I assume you're an older man by what you're saying?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
You sound like a man of wisdom, knowledge, and experience. I salute
a lot of it.
I salute you. But now we're talking about the younger generation today. Can you put yourself in the position of the average 25-year-old? If I was a 25-year-old today, I would be hitting refunds. I would be disputing dates with these hoes. I'm just keeping it real. I would be making bank disputes on a regular. Bitch, I gotta get that Skrilla back. I can't take that type of loss.
No,
yes. Hang on. Yes, we took losses back in the days. Yes, we learned it. It helped build character. We're the men who we are now. But these girls today are ruthless with it, man. Take it from there.
But it's still telltale signs with the ones who like you and the ones who don't, even in this age. Nothing has changed but the technology, the language, and the landscape.
Okay.
Human nature remains the same.
Okay.
Nothing has changed but technology, language, landscape, and that order. Human nature remains the same. So you can still figure out a 25-year-old, this is not our era. So they can read these girls differently than we read them because they're of their era, they're in their age, they grew up with them, so they know the signs. So that's only things that's changed. They could tell the ones who's really digging them, who, like, as they say, ready to go. And they could tell the ones who are just trying to play games.
I don't know how you feel about this, but through my experience, I've always found that females mature faster than males, and they can lead you on. They can do things to make you think that they like you, and you can be running around for months. You know, she can even have a baby by you, and you think, "Yo, this is wifey, this is bae," and then she can go smash a little person. You can't say midget anymore. A little person who she met at a club. She got a little turned up. You know, she smoking the hookah, and she let that little nigga smash. They're ruthless now, cutthroat, very, very open with it. And this goddamn mobile device, you know, it's to them, this is a tool of deceit, in my opinion. So I hear what you're saying. I respect what you're saying.
Okay.
But I see it totally different. But I'll let you land your plane. Go ahead.
Okay, they was ruthless back then, Star.
Yes,
they was ruthless in our era coming up. I mean, look,
and that's my point. That's my point. We couldn't always detect it. A lot of us got caught out there, you know, making babies, paying child support for 5 and 10 years. That's my point. Go ahead.
Well, hey man, and hey, I mean, birds. I mean, the fruit don't fall too far from the tree.
Okay.
And these girls are learning it from their mothers and taking it to a new level because now, because of the phone and everything, a step to the game. But I still think you can still very much tell.
Okay.
A lot of these girls don't have the same these days. I think you could tell easier because they don't have the same finesse.
Okay.
As maybe women in the older generation have that can disguise it more. They're more upfront with it now. So the youngest can actually tell.
Yeah.
Should be able to tell. And that's all I can say about it. I mean, I speak to around a whole bunch of youngins. I'm here in D.C.
Okay.
And they know the ones. I've been around them, listening to them talk. They could tell in their generation who's on it, who's not. Right. You know what I mean? But they also been conditioned in a way like that's just how they go, too. So that could be funny style too.
Okay. I appreciate the call, sir.
I think it's a lot of misguidance.
Okay.
And we done dropped the ball with this Generation Z and millennials a bit.
Thank you for your call. Thank you.
Well, hold up. I can't answer about the Megan.
Oh yeah, she's asked the court for a restraining order.
I think. Yeah, my bad. I think she's trying to do a replay of a few back years ago to get her back in the good graces of say the public and the say the Democratic Party or the liberals and everything, because I think she got slammed real hard. A lot of people kicked back at her involvement in the Kamala show and DNC. Yeah. And a lot of people was like, what the hell is she doing here? Okay. So I think she's trying to erase that memory somewhat and get it back to the time previous to that and get like back, play this victimhood thing again. I think that's what she's doing.
Right. Thank you for your call, sir.
All right, champ. All right.
Guys, sit tight in the phones. Johnny Too Cool, I got your donation. Folks, for advertising, my email address is on the screen, advertising promotion. We're going to be doing a new banner roll this coming weekend. So if you have a banner that we've been utilizing in the music at the end of the show and anything has changed, information, please reach out because we're going to be flushing out some of the old banners and putting in new banners, okay? Just let you know right now. There's my email address on the screen. Is it Alexis? Hey, Alexis, are you calling in? Alexis from Atlanta. Hey, Star. Hey, Alexis. I appreciate your support. I don't see a phone number, so I'm going to assume you're just sending in a donation. Thank you very much. Okay, Florida Boy Jay sent me screenshots. Lucani. Lucani once in. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good to hear from you, Lucani. We have two topics on the table. Megan the Stallion, or should men request refunds? Trash dates.
What's up, Star?
Oh, wait,
what's up, Star?
Yes, sir.
Yo, so no, man, you should not ask for a refund.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
You shouldn't. You know, even if you're young, right? Like really young, because like at least I think that like most males realize that you have to pay the cost to be the boss. I think we know that very young. I think that nowadays it might be harder to find out if she's being deceiving because of the social media, right? Everybody's hiding behind the screen, the FaceTime, dating online and stuff. So I think it should be easier. But back in the day, I feel like me being the age I am now, I feel like back in the day it was much more harder, right? Because you talk to people on the phone, you don't know what they really look like and stuff like that, and you don't see the body language. But I also want to say this: you have to understand that you have to pay the cost to be the boss, because there are women that also plays it both ways. They will show you a lot of quote unquote signs as if they're interested, and sometimes they don't. And some men kind of, they play that game, and you're gonna get an L if you're not careful. Yeah, you will, because especially when you meet girls in person, they might be, because like nowadays, especially younger guys in the red pill space, they say you don't ask a girl out or whatever, unless she shows you all the signs. They're not even approaching women like that. So if you're gonna get to the point where you take a girl on the first date, right? You should have vetted. You should use the first date as the real point where you can vet
the barometer. The barometer.
Yeah, that's the cost you have to pay to vet the person. And even here in LA, you can have a nice first date for $40 or less, $20 for real. You can, but you have to pay that cost, and it is what it is. There's no refund to that. It's crazy.
Yeah. I'm hearing you out. I'm letting you speak, but at the same time, how old are you again, Lucani? How old are you?
41.
41. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't have any kids right now, right?
Not at all.
There's an old saying, mothers used to teach their daughters. I heard it back in the 70s, late 70s. Girl, you got to use what you got to get what you want. You ever heard that? That's some old shit.
Of course. That's universal, Star.
Yeah.
That's universal.
Now, fathers should be telling their sons, son, make sure you tax that hoe. That's what I believe. Make sure you tax that hoe, son, because they're all vanity driven and they're all out to get you. They're out to break you.
Are.
They are vindictive, conniving, cutthroat, devious, temptress of seduction. It doesn't mean you can't appreciate them, like them, and have a fruitful relationship with them, but you have to meet them today head on. This goddamn thing here, Lucani, is something else, man. Do you have a girlfriend right now? A girlfriend?
No, I don't.
Can I ask why not, sir? Why
not? You know what, Star? Because I haven't found her. I haven't. And to be frank, I've taken myself out of the quote unquote dating game.
Oh God.
At times. However, I haven't found her because it just seems that maybe the type of women that I'm pursuing or trying to court aren't as reasonable as I think they should be.
Can I say something respectfully, Luke Kenny? We've spoken many times. You support the machine.
Yeah.
You sound like a 60-year-old nigga, you know?
60-year-old. Why you say that?
Well, you sound like, you haven't found her. I am 60, but I move like a 35-year-old.
Okay.
I'm not trying to find nobody. I tell these girls, catch up with me. Catch up with me. Bitch, I'm the prize. I'm the prize.
All right.
Listen, my part-time girlfriend, I got to keep remembering to say part-time. She's Jamaican, early 30s. I tell her, I can't get with you 3 days a week. I'm busy. I'm busy.
Yeah.
You know, you're 40 miles away. I can't be doing that drive. I'll get up with you. I'll get up with you. Now, she might be watching right now. I don't know. She found out what I do. And I said, listen, I can't move like that. I'm not trying to be, a cuffing with you 3 days a week. You feel me? You're looking for one. Why aren't you waiting to be chosen?
But listen, Star, I think it's about the presentation, right? It's about the presentation. Yeah. When I say looking, I might mean that I'm looking to be chosen. Yeah. It's the presentation. But look, it's not as if I don't have women that I talk just the way you said, but they're just not my permanent girlfriend. They're not my girl like that. Yeah. So I'm not gonna claim them. Yeah. You feel me?
Okay.
I'm not gonna do that. Right. I'm not gonna do that. But again, to finish my point, you don't ask for a refund because you made that decision. Shit. You made that decision, right? You made that decision, and you know what? You know what, Star? Nowadays, you even have more women that are willing to take you on a date. So
I only got time for one. Look, Kenny, good to talk to you, man. Good to talk to you. Yes, sir. Salute. I don't got time to be juggling bitches. Can I get an amen from real niggas in the live chat? Me, I date one woman at a time, and I wear your heels down. Area code 201. Good evening. Are you there? 201. Please turn that down in the background, please. 201.
Mic check.
Yes,
I
sir.
was saying mic check.
Yes, sir. How are
I
you?
was saying the mic check.
Okay.
Good.
You're good. You're good. Where do you want to go?
Yeah, there's a couple things you need to touch on tonight.
Okay.
Your mans have just called up a couple of them guys sound like they ain't had no coochie in years. You know what I mean? They straight beating up. They getting their hands messy.
I got to jump in, though, sir. I appreciate the call, but here's the thing. The topic, take sex off the table. It's not what we're talking about. We've already done that show.
But that's what I'm getting at. Because I'm old Harlem. Old Harlem means I'm going to pay the light bill before we even go out.
Oh.
If I see your boots looking crazy, if you need a pair of sneakers, we're going to take care of all that before I even take you out.
Can you fix your phone so you sound like an older man? With all due respect,
Hold on.
Give me a second.
Yeah, how's that right there?
There you go, much better. So now run that back. You said you'll pay the light bill before you even go out.
Yeah. I'm gonna hit it with that little $100 early. I'm gonna get a little. I'm old Harlem. When I was growing up, this is with the older guys. That 5411. Remember them Reeboks?
No,
we was putting that Reebok money on the table.
No, I don't, sir.
Okay, well, in the hood, when I grew up, you know what I mean? The older. Are
you talking about the chicken head sneakers? Weren't they called chicken head sneakers? The Reeboks with the two straps.
But this is the thing, though. You always knew you had to have a couple dollars. You make the impression even before a date. We don't even need a date.
Gotcha.
You understand what I'm saying? We don't need to even go through and do all of that. Gotcha. You understand? You see what's going on. She might need some Pampers, some baby milk, whatever. We're going to put them couple dollars on the table. Just for future planning. Jeez. That's all I'm saying. And that's just as an OG trying to tell you, the young guys, how to do it. You understand? We ain't got to go out. Yeah. Before we even do that, matter of fact, because I like young joints anyway. And just for the record, I went out with a young joint one time. She wanted to go to a strip club. So she said, you know what? Let's go half on the bottle. So sometimes it's about the game. She already putting her bread up on the table. When she with somebody that she like to hang out with and have fun with, they put that paper up anyway. So we don't even got to go through all that asking for no money back. They already know what the rules and regulations is.
So I have to jump in with all due respect. Hang on, with all due respect. This is about younger men. You're old school. I'm talking to the younger guys. Should they request refunds for trash dates? These girls out here playing dirty. They're getting check babies.
And this is what we building up to. Now it's different because they hooking up now. It's called a hookup. It ain't about no date no more.
Okay. Yeah.
They hooking up.
I'm listening.
Yeah, so when they hook up, once you know you hooking up, they already know they got their half on the table. If we just hooking up for a moment, like you don't try to take me out somewhere you ain't been going out with your other hookup.
Right. Okay.
That's all. So it's the same thing,
Well, I disagree.
Catch you later, or
I appreciate the call. Anything with regards to Megan Thee Stallion, sir? She has filed a restraining order against Tory Lanez. Any thoughts?
Oh man, I mean, I guess she got to do what she got to do. Remember, man, Tory Lanez pops came out and said that the same guy with the other conspiracies with the dealer, they they did Tory Lanez dirty. So it's a whole nother conspiracy with that. So
okay. I appreciate the call, sir. Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you.
No doubt. Peace.
Peace. Is it Lifter 901? Got your donation. Okay, you're newly hooked on coke. That's what your text message says. Newly hooked on coke. How did you quit? Help. Well, from 81 until 91, that was a decade. I did coke. I sniffed. I wasn't a smoker. Honestly, my body got sick and tired of being sick and tired. I didn't find Jesus. I went to Martha's Vineyard to live for a year and a half in the late 80s because my grandmother's home needed to be remodeled. So I took a break. But then when I got back to New York, I got right back with it. I honestly can't help you. I hope that you're not doing it. Hopefully you're just joking and trolling. But you may want to seek out help. Everybody can't just, go cold turkey. I also had things in my life that I needed to accomplish. And honestly, after a decade of doing that, I just said, hey, I got to get focused, But thank you for your donation. Hey, Maria, I got your donation. Thank you so much, darling. Monster the Animal got your donation. Two-Tone got your donation. Antoine, I got your donation. Antoine says, if she don't put down the phone, leave that bitch alone. That sounds hot, sir, but a lot of these guys today, it's like, they will tell us one thing and do another, Most guys are not alpha males. I don't have to call you a simp, but you're not living what you're claiming. Geronimo, got your other donation. Thank you very much. Guys, give me a second. Something else I forgot to mention. With regards to the title, if I didn't mention this, it was yesterday that Megan Pete, filed a petition for the restraining order requesting the Los Angeles Superior Court judge prevent Lanez, a.k.a. Daystar Peterson, from orchestrating harassment against her through third parties. I'm not sure where the lawsuit is with Millie, a.k.a. Milagro from Mob Radio, but I saw something that said supposedly, hang on a second, someone was supposedly, they had sent her some money. What was it, $3,000 over a couple of years? That's that's just donations. That's not no goddamn payments. She does great work for those who know Mob Radio. Very good execution and research. So I don't necessarily believe the claims of Megan Thee Stallion, but she is, last time I checked, suing Milagro. Yes, no, guys. Let me look at the live chat real quick. Okay. Antoine, thank you for your donation. I'm not a speed man. I don't know, to be honest with you. Let's go to 917, late night. Area code 917. Good evening. Two topics. Peace. Who am I speaking to?
This is Tweety from the Bronx.
Hey, what's up, man? How are you, sir?
Good. Now, I wanted to touch on the refund.
Yes. Should guys request refunds for trash dates? Let's take sex off the table. It's not about sex. It's, just not vibing with her. She's doing too much, or just, stink attitude. What do you think?
Absolutely.
Come on.
Absolutely. The problem is right now is too many men trying to leave with money they don't really got.
Right.
And the problem with that is putting sex on the table. She'll sleep with the dude with the money, but then sleep with the janitor.
Okay.
She'll charge one dude one price. One dude could take her to McDonald's. The next dude got to take her to a steakhouse. But if you go on a trash date, yeah, you should send her a Zelle request or a Cash App request.
Right.
And, it is what it is. But a lot of men, like you said, a lot of males ain't men.
Facts.
So,
yeah.
They scared to speak up. They tuck their tail in and, happy wife, happy life, that type of talk.
Oh, God. Well, now listen, I'll say this in response. Times are so much different. So what my generation used to do once upon a time, it was a different quality of female. The expectations were different, parameters were different, and even if she didn't necessarily feel you, it's not like she went around broadcasting it like that. But now, if they're not feeling you, now they run right to goddamn Instagram and they do a live as they're sitting there, girl, he broke. I mean, just like gaslighting you, right?
Yeah, so social media just ruined the generation. That's all.
Facts.
I'm pretty sure if your generation or previous generations would have had social media, the same thing would have been going on. It just wasn't no camera or, no phone to document it.
Right.
Now we just got people. It's too much access. We're overstimulated. Sometimes I go on Instagram. Instagram will have you hating the love of your life.
Oh, good point.
And then also now you got to think, before, prior to social media really becoming a thing, who did you really see? You saw the people you went to school with, the people in your neighborhood, and, people in traffic going to, A to B. Now, if I want a girl from Texas, I could literally just go on Instagram, DM her, fly her out. We have too much access.
Yeah. I actually think that the lack of access, as you just said, once upon a time, made you focus a little bit more on what was in front of you. It's just like a horse having blinders. If the horse can't see what's on each side of it, just like in New York City, the horse and carriage, the horse is looking straight. The horse is not distracted. It's kind of similar in dating, in my opinion.
Yeah, I get the. Yeah.
And
what was the other topic?
Well, Tory Lanez, Megan Thee Stallion. I'm really drained with that topic, but
no, I don't even want to.
Okay.
They doing too much. She doing too much.
Yeah. I appreciate the call, man. Thank you.
Shit.
Salute.
Appreciate you, Shaw. Peace.
Yes, sir. Okay. Here's one of my sponsors, one of my old sponsors. Let me make sure I'm giving them some burn. BLK, Dating for Black Singles. Yep, they spent Skrilla with the hater. Okay. Guys, please sit tight in the phones. I'm coming. Thank you again, Deeds. I got your information. Let me respond to this person. Hold on, dude. Let me say this also in defense of guys who are, not expecting something in return, and you just want to have a good time. You see, I'm not always looking, for some smash out. I'm too old for that. I have no problem functioning. Some guys have, what do you call that stuff? Erectile dysfunction. I don't need Cialis, Viagra, none of that stuff, But there are times when I just like to go out, and I may want some company. Not all the time, because I've always been a person who can go to the movies by myself, dinner by myself. I always take walks on the beach by myself, and so on and so forth. But there are times when, hey, I might say, hey, bring the kids. Bring your kids. Anybody ever take a girl to Chuck E. Cheese and she's got 2 or 3 kids? Oh my God, you want to talk about fun. And the kids act up. And I encourage them to act up. Might spend some couple of $100. But it's not like the expectation is something, sexual. And if I have the fun, I won't ask you for a dime, Wayne, I got your donation. blackdigitalart.com. Thank you, sir. And Wayne, do you want to call in? If not, I appreciate you either way. Let me go to area code 419. Good evening. 2 topics, unless you want to put something else on the table. Are you there? Area code 419.
Mike, check 1 2 1 2. Am I good?
Yes, sir. How are you?
All right, I'm good. Star, you can't send the Cash App request, because all they're gonna do is screenshot it and post it, and then they're gonna have a whole bunch of other girls talking shit about you, and it's just gonna mess you up for other chicks.
I need you to watch the language, number 1, please. Okay.
I got you.
Watch the language. Number 2, sir, I would never send Cash App. That's not my position. Maybe you can.
No, I'm saying the request. After the bad date.
You're saying never request a refund. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, don't request a refund. You got to take the L, because it's like gambling. You know what I mean?
How old are you, sir? That's important to know. How old are you?
I'm 38.
Okay.
It's like gambling. You know what I mean? When you go to the casino, you drop 100 on the blackjack table and you lose it, you can't ask for no refund. So that's how it is with the females. And I'm somebody like you. I enjoy the company of females. So it's hard for me to have a bad day.
No, sir, I don't think we're the same. You drop $100 on a blackjack table? No, sir. I dropped 3 racks.
No.
I dropped 3 racks to have fun on the blackjack table. And if I lose it, I lose it.
I'm saying we're the same as far as.
And I don't even gamble.
The company of. What I meant was that I also enjoy the company of women, as do you, correct?
I can. One particular female. I don't juggle females. I just
for sure. I've heard you say before, though. You just some dudes don't like being around females. I've heard you say this before. You enjoy being in the presence. I'm not saying by that one time, but just in general, you like women, right?
Yeah, but in terms of dating, I don't date 2 and 3 at the same time. I like to focus on one and wear her down mentally.
Absolutely.
That's my specialty.
What I'm saying is, if I'm taking a chick on a date, it's hard for me to have a bad date, because at the very least, I'm going to look at you, I'm going to see something nice, and I'm going to make the most out of it. So there ain't no need for ask for no refund for no date, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
now, with regards to females who do play dirty today, you're okay with some of the games that they play. Sitting there, they're streaming as you're talking to them and eating the food. You ever been through that?
Not during a date. You know what I mean? Because I'm captivating, so I ain't got to deal with that. But chicks, I'm kind of in the middle of the young age people, in their 20s, and the older crowd, 50s and 60s. So I'm kind of right in that middle. where I'm dealing with younger chicks and older chicks, and definitely the younger ones, they do be on some games. But you just gotta be smart. But for these young dudes that's coming up now, good luck to you. Good luck to you, because these females, they play different now. They they think they dudes, and they can't be like that.
Can I ask how old are you, or did you say? I forget.
I said I'll take it. I'm 38.
You did say that. Pardon me. Now, when you say younger, what are you talking about? Teenagers? You're 38. How much younger?
No, player 20s.
Okay.
There's a big difference between 21 and 38. You know that.
I don't necessarily prefer younger females. I mean, if I can catch a female in her early to mid 40s, and she's not dealing with depression, that I can see us, developing something. Girls in their 20s and their 30s, I'm not trying to relive things. I don't want to go to some place that I know I don't like. Like the Bahamas, some girl, she's 28. Well, I want to go to the Bahamas, or some girl, she's 33. Oh, I want to go to Canary Islands. I don't want to go back there just because I'm with you. You feel me? But women in their 50s and early 60s, a lot of them are dealing with depression, or they've got family that I probably wouldn't like. I'm a little picky. I didn't say that. Go ahead.
Man, I was messing with this chick who was pushing 50, and she ended up getting pregnant by some dude. So yeah, I think because of just the way things are now, these older women.
You weren't the father.
Grandma.
You weren't the father.
Do I want the father?
No, you didn't get her pregnant. You didn't get her pregnant.
No, hell no.
Well, you should be happy then. I mean,
Oh yeah. I just think it's funny that 49-year-old women are getting pregnant by dudes that have no intention of being with them or taking care of them, having shown, they're making the same mistakes that the young girls is making. So in some ways, depending on who you're talking to, it might not be a difference.
Okay. I appreciate the call,
Yeah.
sir. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Peace out.
Peace out. Okay. Let me go to area code. This is somebody calling in from Canada. Yes, no, maybe. Area code 250. It's Wednesday. Are you there?
Hey, Star.
Hey. Who's this?
Shorty. How are you?
Shorty, you said? SHORTY?
OHM, Shorty.
Oh, hey, how are you? Shorty.
I'm good. I'm calling in from Canada.
Where do you want to start?
Yeah, I think it is a little weird that a man would request his money back.
Okay.
However, on the other hand, I think I'm 43, right? So the younger generation is definitely way different, way harsher.
Okay.
I'm sitting back watching it, and I feel bad for the men now, right? Like they have so much to go against, right?
Okay.
Like, not only do they have to worry about women outing them for maybe possibly, asking for their money back, things like that, but they also have to worry about, the catfishing. Like the filters are insane now. You know what I mean? So, and then of course I was raised a lot differently. Like I had a good father in my life that cared about me. You know what I mean? And one of the things he always told me is make sure you have your own money if you're going to go out on a date. And I always did, because that was my way of getting out of a date that I wasn't really vibing with. Right?
Okay.
Like, let me pay my share and I'm out. So yeah, I don't know, but I mean, asking for it back, I don't think I was going to do any good, because this younger generation is exactly like the other caller said. They're just going to post it. They're going to, and in Canada they have a website through Facebook called "Are We Dating the Same Guy?"
Right, I've heard of that. I've heard of that.
Yeah, yeah.
Come on.
And yeah, they're actually going to be facing some lawsuits because these women were posting about horrible dates and posting about these men, and it was all to find out whether they were obviously dating the same guy. And of course, you know, they're connecting and they're realizing, yeah, we're dating the same guy. You know, and it was just like a big trash talking. And yeah, I was on there and reading and watching, and it was funny.
Well, hang on a second there.
But it's also really harsh, right? Like they're go ahead.
Can I ask you to hold on? So now you're 40 what again?
43.
43. And you were on that site. Were you looking for purposes of amusement or looking to see if someone that you knew or possibly were dating was on that site? Keep it real.
No, for entertainment purposes only. I mean, listen, if I have to go on a site like that, you know what I mean? If I'm even questioning to that level, then there's probably no point in really being in that relationship. Because it's probably toxic, right? Like I'm going to a toxic place if I have to like be constantly worried about that.
I can't say that because some people go on dating sites with the sole intention just to date, you know, for a little while. They're not looking for a lasting relationship. I think that's kind of archaic to think like that now, wouldn't you think? I mean, the divorce rate being so high, last time I checked nationwide, the expectations of, you know, true love, the love of my life, that's not realistic, wouldn't you say?
No, it's absolutely not. And to me, honestly, I used to be a dreamer. I used to be unrealistic, and I really blame like Disney for all that. You know what I mean? Like Disney movies gave me the most unrealistic expectations of men ever. Like no man's just gonna show up at my door, you know, and be my knight in shining armor and ride in on a horse. Like it just doesn't work that way. You know what I mean? And I've been single for a very long time, with the purpose to like unlearn these weird expectations that have been drilled into my brain, because it is unrealistic, and I'm setting myself up for disaster.
Are you a mother?
You know what I mean?
Are you a mother?
Am I a lover?
A mother.
No, I'm not a mother. No.
Okay.
No,
well,
that wasn't in the cards for me.
Well, listen, I'm not a a therapist or anything, but at 43. Are you currently looking or in seek of some type of companionship? Not necessarily a husband, but companionship. I would imagine you don't want to be a cat lady when you're 58, right?
Of course I want companionship.
Okay.
Of course I do. I'm not going to lie about that. Of course I do. Am I looking actively? No, I'm not. I'm really enjoying like healing myself and becoming a better woman. You know what I mean?
Hang on.
Yeah.
Hang on. Now, okay, if you're not looking, are you hopeful? Hopeful.
Of course. Of course.
I don't know. Hang on. Let's talk without laughing, with all due respect. Without
go ahead.
Laughing. So you're hopeful.
Yes, of course.
Well, I can't say of course because I like being alone. I date when it's convenient for me. I'm not hopeful to find a wife. So when you say of course, I don't know if, or I can't say everybody thinks like that. I truly am happy. I don't know a lot of people that are happy. I've been happy for decades. I know what works for me, but anyway. So can you just share with us, based upon the topic, and I do want to stay on topic. Hold on a second. Should males request refunds? You're saying no? You're saying no.
Yeah, because I think you just kind of have to take the loss. You know what I mean?
Oh, take the loss.
I mean, and you also have to be vetting these things properly, right? I do feel bad for this generation because the younger generation is nasty, boy.
Well, hang on.
Like, it really is.
Hang on. Hang on.
It's ruthless.
Shorty.
Yeah.
Never mind the generation. Let's you and I talk now. You said
all right.
You said you're hopeful. Again, I'm not no goddamn scholar or anything, but you are hopeful to find companionship, and you're still saying a guy should take the loss. So you just said.
Mm-hmm.
What about you? Can you take the loss if you go out with a guy and let's say he's a prick, he's got halitosis and he's just his hands are clammy, they're kind of gooey and stuff like that, and you just say, that was a real waste of my time. You wouldn't even think to say, hey, can you give me some of the money back? You wouldn't even think that.
No, I have taken the loss, though. I've taken the loss before.
Okay.
I've been on dates where it wasn't vibing, wasn't working, and I took the loss by paying my share and getting out of there.
Okay.
Okay. So that's taking a loss. I don't ever go into a date expecting a man to pay everything, because the reality is that it doesn't always work that way. And the reality also is that if I'm expecting him to pay for everything and I'm not feeling it,
right,
he might expect something back from me because he paid for it. So why would I want to even put myself in that predicament? That's ridiculous.
Well,
like I said, I had a good father, and he was like, keep your own money, because men will do that, right? So make sure you can pay your own way out of it.
But hang on, Shorty. I'm going to let you land your plane, of course. But let me just ask you this one last question. I mean, no disrespect.
Of course.
If we go out, you and I, and I don't know, we hit the town. We're jumping in and out of goddamn cabs, Ubers, drinks. We hit three dive bars. We go to some steakhouse. Then we go down by South Street Seaport, downtown Manhattan, and then we go clubbing, 3 clubs, and let's say I spent $1,200, and I say, hey, I'd like to smash. I put out $1,200. I think you should let me smash. Could I smash?
Well, we're both adults, for one. Right? And if I'm with you that long and we end up doing all of those things together, like if we made it past the first few hours, yeah, we're smashing.
All right, good girl.
Because I'm obviously feeling you.
Good girl.
We're adults, right? Like, you know what I mean? You got to test the waters before, I'm not one of those women that like, oh, you should hold off. Like, if you're feeling it, you're feeling it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, obviously, if I'm hanging out with you that long and we're doing all of these things, I'm vibing with you. You're vibing with me. That's just a natural order of things that we're going to smash, right?
I appreciate the honesty, and it was great talking to you.
You too.
Okay, bye now.
Bye.
Okay, bye. Area code 602, good evening. Are you there? It's late night. We're talking about a few topics. 602. There may be a delay. I'll give you a second. If I'm on mute, I need you to pick up the line.
Okay, am I here?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. This is Paula.
Hey, Paula, good to hear from you.
So I'm new to your channel.
Okay.
And so I've kind of just, started vibing and listening here and there or whatever. And I had my husband rolling. And I said, husband, this guy's a trip, because I heard you the other day going off on Jaguar. I'm like, oh God. Gracious. Oh, man. I said, okay.
Well, she pushed my button. Listen, I'm not as, rough as I used to be. I mean, I've learned how to harness it, but I'm still the same person.
Well, my husband might listen to you now, because he was liking some of the conversation you had earlier when I was in the kitchen.
Well, tell him I said.
But anyway.
Tell him I said.
He was. So I said, well, I'm gonna call this man and I'm gonna mess with him. I said, well, the conversation, like the last young lady said, you're a good looking guy. and a good time. But see, you had different layers to your conversation. It was like, well, but if you the regular girl, and I might have some misgivings about going with the plain girl. Well, I'm the plain girl. I ain't ugly, but I ain't like the baddest girl out there. But if you say, hey, Paula, let's go out and we had a good time, I'm kind of with her. If the vibe was there, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? If there's a good vibe. So
can I jump in for a second? Can I jump in?
Go ahead.
So tonight's topic, the showrunner, right? Should guys request refunds for trash dates? That's more so geared. It's more so geared toward the younger generation. You're married. You and your husband. You guys. You're older, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Okay. So the younger generation, I don't know if you have daughters or nieces or grandkids. The younger generation moves different. The girls are requesting money in advance to get their hair done, their nails, outfits, and I just think that it's fair that if the guy, younger guys don't enjoy the date, they should be able to ask for a refund. I'm not talking about guaranteed sex on the first date. Just, hey, can you send that money back? I had a horrible time. Take it from there.
Woo, man, that's I could see why they would, because everything costs a lot of money now, so I get it. But of course, like you said, at 54 and being old school child of the 70s, I don't know nothing about that. But, I could see why that conversation could take place if, weave costs $300 or $500. That's not including the hair and the nails and the feet and all that. So pampering costs a lot. A woman could run, $700 to go on a date.
In today's day and time, yes. And you see, I get it. There's a young lady who called here. I forget her name a couple of weeks ago. Oh, God, it may have been, maybe Samantha. She kept it real. Deez, you remember that female? She was talking about how much it costs to get ready. She was talking like $700 or $800, and I said, "Damn," But I appreciated her keeping it real. Go ahead.
It can cost a lot of money, so we saw that kind of trend with weddings and the call-offs of engagements and all that. So there was a trend of that before. So now, if that extended over into just regular dates, I can see why that you feel like, hey, man, look, I really put out over here, and I really went and got myself all together. This and that, because women, we're high maintenance in most cases. I'm not. I'm just regular because I'm married already. But I know I need to still, keep everything all tight and right. But, for the girls that have to go through all of that to get ready and go out there like they're in New York and it's kind of, really more high end. Yeah, I can see why that conversation would take place.
Okay. Well,
but, so I ain't mad at it.
Hey, I appreciate you being open and honest. Tell your husband I said salute, and I thank you for calling in.
You're welcome. Have a good one.
Thank you so much. Bye now.
Bye.
All right. That was a good call, huh? There you go. Right there. Perfect. Good to see you. Did you hit the mute button?
Did I hit the mute button?
Okay, there you go. You sound good.
Can you hear me?
Good to see you. You
too. I'm sorry. I had went to had my eye appointment, and you know how they dilate your pupils and stuff. So
I've never been through that. Are you okay? Your eyes okay?
I'm good. Nothing's changed.
Oh, you mean the drops or something like that?
And I had to make sure that my prescription hadn't changed. So I got to contact your guy too. It was Joe Black.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So the topics. Megan Thee Stallion asked the court for a restraining order against Tory Lanez. I'm just drained with that story, but it's trending again. Or should guys request refunds for trash dates? More so geared toward the younger people. You've had some great points in the past with regards to relationships. You're very open and honest. You're single, yes?
Yes, I'm single.
Your thoughts?
My thoughts on it is that where's the fun? I think that's what's missing now is genuinely just having fun, no expectations, and putting the phones down. I think that is a major key, and what's missing, and because everything is so transactional now, it's that's the expectation. And so then if you are expecting, well, you already said we're taking sex off the table, but then it's still in the back
table.
Yeah, it's still in the back of, I guess, both people's minds. But again, if the chemistry is right, you already know if it's going down. So let's just have fun. Where is that? So I think I saw a clip earlier where a guy was at the concert and it was just really awkward. And he's like, hey, if you could find her. And I was just like, wow, yikes, that's really lame. Instead of just asking her, hey, you want to hang out? I think you're good looking.
Well, Tiffany, can I jump in? I hear you loud and clear, but now you're, I don't want to say your age, but you're older than 45 or no? I forget.
No, not there yet.
Okay. So now you're dealing with a different set of morals, principles,
Absolutely.
back when females, were considered ladylike, if you will. But now what about the younger generation? As you just said, more, did you say transactional? Is that the word you used?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Everything is a transaction. They bang, boom, bam, boom on the phones. It's just so fast. I mean, they wake up to the DMs and screenshots. And, oh my God, it's crazy.
Waking up to the Cash Apps, the Zelles. It's always something that's advertised on the phone. A want versus a need, and again, money is different. How we view $20, how we view $100, those days are long gone. And so then it opens the door for how do I want to say it? For simp behavior.
Say it again.
I said it opens the door for simp behavior.
Yes. Yes.
There is a saying that, money can't unlane you. And it really can't, because a date is going to be fun regardless of what you're doing, how much money you're spending. You know what I mean? And even in my 20s, I had the best dates that cost nothing. So,
okay. So I guess, are we in somewhat agreement? Not that you have to agree with me, but guys should request refunds for trash dates, or no? I want to be clear.
I just think they should just let it go and toss it up as an L.
Damn, take the L.
Just take the L. Again, even when it comes to relationships, two people might not vibe the way they might vibe with another person. It's the chemistry, and it's also the person. I think that the biggest icebreaker is being able to make somebody laugh, little nuances and things like that. If you can laugh about anything, then you're off to a good start.
Well, listen, if I can jump, and you're a good person. For those who don't know, this is Timestamp Tiffany. She does the timestamps for the rebroadcast shows. But now you've got a history. You've mentioned that you've done some penitentiary time, yes?
Skid bids, not penitentiary, but
skid bids. You ran over a couple of niggas with the car or something like that. I forget.
No, what happened was that
you don't have to explain it, but you've done some jail time.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go into detail right now, but
you're from Baltimore, and you admitted that you had a what else did you say? I don't want to.
I said that I had an addiction, and that the only way that I was able to get released was to go to rehab. That was the stipulation.
Oh,
yes.
Okay, so you went to rehab just so you could get out of
I can get out of
illegal.
Yes, and then also because my life was just in shambles. It was very chaotic during that time. So yes.
But now, were you setting niggas up? Let's keep it real. Were you?
No. How much can I go into this? I I had a really strong dependency on perks. This is before, it became this, I guess, this big cultural thing that you hear now.
You don't have to go too deep.
Okay.
I just was trying to figure out if you had, if you were lining men up, so to speak.
No, never that.
Niggas wake up butt ass naked. The Rolex is gone. The wallet is gone.
No.
Okay.
No, that
okay.
wasn't my that
wasn't you.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. So any other thoughts with regards to today's generation? I think they should, in some way, shape, or form, if the date doesn't go right, they should not only request it, but they should not be ashamed nor embarrassed. These girls are treacherous today. Treacherous. And it just, you're fighting a faceless monster in a sense. It's almost a common thread of chaos, if you will. No? Yes?
I agree to some extent. Absolutely. The things that I have, observed within the younger generation, it's very much a turn off, cringy, even when I see how outright the young women are with the request.
Okay.
There is I don't know, is so bold now. And I'm not saying that, you don't have to ask for what you want outright, because guess what? Men will, hey, what's up? What we doing after this? But again, we go back into this whole transactional thing, and it's just different. I'm just observing, and it blows my mind.
Okay. Any thoughts, or do you not care? Megan Thee Stallion, Tory Lanez, she has now filed the restraining order. I mean, I try not to hate on her, but it's just like, he's in prison now. She's out here. I mean, how much damage can he be doing? And did you see her documentary? Did I ask you that?
I watched the documentary a little while after you aired that particular segment, and I said, wow, she's dealing with a lot. She hasn't quite dealt with the passing of her mother, so obviously that's a major factor, and she can't put the phone down. I remember her saying that in documentary, like
she just like this all through the goddamn documentary. It's like we didn't see her reading the Bible, we didn't see her reading a book. She's scrolling through the goddamn comments.
Yes, and I was like, well, if this is obviously the cause of your affliction, then put it down. Just put it down. It's that easy. This is not that it's not real life, because obviously this exchange that we're having is very real, but those people, they don't know you. So again, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about it. And I think that there is a lot, obviously, so much more to this case that we don't know. They know, the ones that were in the car that night. So yeah, just let him do his time. And yeah.
Do you want to stay with me for a second, or do you want to slide off? I don't want to.
I can stay if you.
Okay. Hang on. Let me bring in a caller or two, guys. I got Tiffany on the line with me here. Let me go to area code 832. Good evening. We're talking about. Can you turn that down in the background, please? 832. Turn that down. Please turn that down.
Yo, Star.
Hey.
Yo.
Tiffany on the line with me.
Yo, Star.
Sir, you have to take off the speakerphone or something, or we have to keep it going. Are you ready, sir? 832. Yes,
yes,
no?
sir. Yes, sir.
How are you?
Yes, sir. What's going on, Star?
Hey, man, how are you?
Hey, so I'm going to start off with the Megan topic.
Yeah, please. Can you come a little closer to the phone? Sounds like you're far away, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so the whole Megan Thee Stallion thing, she got to get it up, man. She trying to be attached to this boy like Kobe attached to Shaq.
Okay.
It's terrible, man. It's terrible. Now, for the topic I really called for, about the women and the dating thing, I'm 34, all right? So I date on a regular basis. And I'm going to need my money back. You hear me?
Let's go.
I need all mine.
Let's go.
No bullshit. I mean, I'm sorry. No bull. I need all mine back, sir.
Now I hear Shorty.
Yes, sir.
I hear Shorty in the background. Are you capping, sir? You trying to impress her? Keep it real.
No, that's my cousin.
Okay, go ahead.
No, that's my cousin. Listen, I need all mine back, and it's reasons why though. Because look, all right,
come on.
So the dating game is terrible. Right. You hear me? So a lot of the times when you're going out with these females, I'm 6'1", about 260. You hear me? I'm funny, dark skinned guy, nice looking. I don't have no problem in the female department.
Right.
But going out and a lot of these dates being real bad, man, or just like you get nothing out. For starters. Now I might be in the minority with this, but I am kind of old school with the fact that if I spend money on you, baby, I am kind of expecting something. If I don't get it, I understand. But if the date is bad and I don't get nothing at the end, I dare no one to send you a cash app. I need my money back, baby. I need my money back, baby.
Well, if I can just interject here for a second, and again, I'm just thinking of how the playing field should be somewhat even, because it's, you know, with girls in such a rush to get OnlyFans pages, and it's almost common behavior now. You got girls making a decision to get an OnlyFans page instead of going to college. So what are you really in seek of? A special woman, something that's unique, or something that anybody can have, touch, and look at?
Okay, see, personal for me personally, like I said, I'm 34. I've been dating for a minute. I was in a 10-year relationship.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So I've been single for about 5 years now. At this point, I'm looking for love. But
wow,
I stopped dating about, I want to say about 4 or 5 months ago.
Okay.
Because of like I said, the whole, I'm spending money. I work hard for my money. I'm not a star. You know what I'm saying? I don't sell drugs, none of that. I'm a hardworking man. I work for my money. So if I'm going to spend it on you, and you know, at times I ain't gonna lie to you, Star, I'll be having like 3-4 dates in a weekend, you know what I'm saying? So, and about one of them probably good. So them other 3, I need that back. I'm probably gonna never talk to you again. I need my money back, baby.
But hold on a second. You say you're how old again?
I'm 34.
And you're single by choice at 34.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know, that speaks volumes, because, you know, sometimes people assume, oh, you ain't married, there must be something wrong with you. Do you like girls? Yeah, I like girls. I'm just happy. you make me my case even stronger. 34. Tiffany, do you want to chime in on this caller? Yes or no, Tiffany?
I was gonna ask what. So when you're looking to date, is there an expectation of marriage? Is that what you're looking for?
Hell no. I can answer that for him at 34. Hell no. Personal satisfaction. Talk to a player.
Absolutely. Listen, and my people around me married. My best friend, he married. You know, I participated in the wedding.
Right.
When I tell you I went to that wedding, I had the time of my life, man. I pulled everything in the room. You hear me?
Right.
Like it's easy. It's easy. You feel me? But the quality of things nowadays, like I can't speak to the old days because I ain't from the old days. You know, but right now,
the old days. To hell the old days.
Yeah, hey, facts. You hear me, Star? You hear? So it's like I said, man. Like I said, and I'm from Detroit, right? Okay. I was living in Houston for the past 4 years, and the women in the South are a little bit different than the women up north, right?
Absolutely.
So I run into but Houston is it's a lot of different people from different places. So I meet more people from different places outside of Houston.
Yeah.
And everybody out for self, man. Everybody out for self. But now it's a problem when men want to be out for self. Or if a man take you out and it's like, oh, well, that wasn't it. Let me get my money back, or this, that, and the third. Like, if you don't mind, can I give you a very short story?
Yeah, but hang on a second before you do. I haven't been to Houston since '91. But from what I hear, it said Houston and Atlanta are in competition.
Right.
A lot of people who move to Atlanta get tired of Atlanta and move to Houston. Is that true or no?
Yes, absolutely.
But at the same time,
Absolutely.
Houston rejects a lot of Atlanta people coming down there trying to, I guess, maybe scam and short. I mean, maybe I'm just rambling, but okay, you say you have a story. Please give us a story.
Okay. So I'm back home in Detroit. Came back for the holidays, right?
Okay.
So I got a home girl, just a friend, beautiful young lady. But we friends. We've been friends since high school.
Okay.
We went on a date the other day. Not so much a date, just like a friend thing. So we went out. And, the bill came.
Okay.
Right. Now, mind you, this is a friend. So once the bill came, the lady said, "Am I putting this on one bill, two bills?" I'm eating in the food process. so I got my head down.
Right.
She says, I said two. I said split it up, mine's hers.
Right.
She, so I leave from there, whatever we leave, we have a good time, whatever. Walk away. I go link up with some other friends, and I pee.
Right.
So I tell her before we leave, I say, all right, like I said, I'm a funny guy, so I put it in a joke of sense. I'm like, well, if I'm paying for it, I'm getting some.
Right.
So I go tell my buddies after I leave there, I go out with my guys. So I'm telling my guys, like, y'all went out with Destiny, whatever, I didn't pay for anything. They're like, oh man, every time I go out with a friend, I pay. That's my home girl, I'ma pay.
Yeah.
Well, that's y'all.
Right.
If I'm not getting none from this, even if I go on a regular date and I'm not getting none, I don't want to pay. If I'm going with a friend and I know for sure I'm not getting none, oh, baby, I'm sorry.
There's an old saying, sir, I don't expect you to know this, but a wise man once said, treat her like a prostitute. Yeah.
You got to.
Yeah.
Hey, Star. Nowadays you got to, because if you follow these females on social media, a lot of them got Twitters to where they going crazy, and Snapchats where they on the private pictures, Instagram where they on their private stories.
Well,
come on, man. If you showing everybody else what I'm paying for.
Right. So I appreciate the call, man. Have a great night. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. You too, sir.
Yes, sir. Salute.
Right.
That's an old Slick Rick line for those of you who don't know. Treat her like a prostitute. What were you saying, Tiffany?
I was when he was talking, I was thinking that there have been a lot of dates that I've paid for, and it's a gesture. It's a gesture saying, hey, I enjoyed your time, and we can kick it and do this again.
But now you're older now, Tiffany, from your younger days, and you sound like a good woman. I do believe you're a good catch. You and I talk from time to time. Sure. Do you think your expectations are realistic in today's world? I
think that I don't have any expectations.
Okay.
Because again, even when it comes to social media, people put on such a front about who they are. And it's like, okay, that's who you are online, but who are you? And I don't have time to try to get to the meat of it. I think that when you get to a certain age, you already know if the vibe is there, if the chemistry is there. And
now you're nowhere near my age, but did you ever hear the old saying, I can do bad all by myself?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh my God, I have been telling females over the decades, so listen, I don't need no headaches.
And
I don't need no baggage, don't start crying, talking about you got family problems or somebody need to get out of jail and all that. No, I ain't doing one, but anyway.
And then just meeting somebody exactly where they are, again, I'm not going to expect or look for anything that I don't already have, and just within, so to speak.
I see it different. Yeah.
What's that?
Well, I'm looking to take all a woman's got. And I want you to be capable of going to get some more. Okay. In terms of dating, yeah. You got to be a go-getter, I can't.
Right.
Well, I'm sorry, good.
Well, I wasn't necessarily saying that you know, as far as, okay, net worth, so to speak. I was talking more so of characteristics, like you said, you know, depression or
potential.
Potential, because we all can see I could see the potential in anything, in anybody. You know, that's just the human qualities that I possess. I can't speak on, you know, the next person, but potential.
Listen, I thank you for chiming in and giving it a nice perspective. You're a good person. I guess we'll catch up tomorrow.
Sounds good. Thank you for having me. Good night, Star.
Take care, Tiffany. All
right.
Let me go to area code 248. Are you there? 248. We're continuing the conversation.
What's going on, Star?
2 topics. Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm doing all right. It's my first time calling in. Got a lot of respect for you, but I've got to disagree. You asked for a refund on a date. That's some sucker stuff to me.
Okay.
Simply because, like one of the earlier callers said, it's an investment. You know what I'm saying? You're not going always, you hit the home run each time. And I feel like if you don't got the money to go on dates, you simply just shouldn't be going.
I hear you.
You want stuff to be fully transactional.
I hear you.
Just go pay for it. It's much quicker. It's cheaper. You don't got to take up so much of your time.
Can I ask, how old are you?
Yeah, I'm probably one of the younger callers you'd had on this topic. I'm 26.
26, okay. Well, listen, I can appreciate different perspectives. I don't have the right answer. Hell, I'm 60, man. But I mean, if I were in my 20s, and I try to put myself in the position of younger people so that I'm not sitting here like some, you know-it-all from the past, you know. If I were a younger man, you know, balling on a budget, either I'm in college or I ain't really got my paper up yet. I have a, what do you call that? A job that's entry-level position. I'm taxing these hoes, man. I'm taxing these hoes. Listen, I'm playing all sorts of games. I would have 3 phones. I'd be scamming all sorts of PPP loans. I mean, that's your generation, right or wrong? Respectfully.
You're right.
Come on, you do the talking. I'm just rambling. You do the talking, please.
No, you're right, but I feel like it ain't even that hard. Because if you my age or younger, you could probably call a girl over and say, "Come roll this tree up, and I got a pizza for you." It's about $10 you done spent right there. You don't need to ask for no refund on that.
I have never really
taken a.
I'm sorry.
Taking her out. There. Yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I have never been big on bringing girls to my apartments or homes. I mean, back in the 80s when I was on the yayo, the powder. If they were on the powder, they could come over. But you know, no, I'm not having nobody come over to just sit around and cuff and watch a movie. What'd you say? Pizza and a glass of wine? What'd you say?
But I said some trees, some weed, and some pizza. And by the time she done smoked and ate, she taking her clothes off. I mean, it's easy.
Shit. So now, can I ask what state you're in, sir?
I'm from Detroit, but I'm all over. I done lived in Miami, Boston, Carolina. I'm in Carolina right now.
Okay. So do you date girls of your generation in their 20s or 30s?
Yeah, I date 20s, 30s.
Okay. Do the younger girls, and I say this with all due respect, do they say to you, "Can you cash at me some money to get my a mani and a pedi"?
Now, see, it's a little different for me because I make a certain type of money. So I do that without them even that. Go ahead.
Oh, my God. What were you getting ready to say? You do that regardless?
Yeah, I do that. I just do that. Just out of just because I can, though.
I'm listening. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm just listening. Go ahead.
Cause look, this is my thing. This is what I was taught from the OGs. You want to take a chick's soul. You want to leave a good impression. You want to leave something that I got to separate myself from the pack. So if I tell her, look, I know you drive and all that, but we about to go drinking, I'll call you the Uber. I'll buy you lunch before we go out. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. She gonna remember that type of stuff, and I'm more likely to get where I want to go before the night is over.
You sound like a
and I don't. And if I'm not, I don't need the refund. I got the money.
I guess you believe in that old saying, "It ain't tricking if you got it." You believe in that?
100%.
Yeah. Well, listen, I wish you all the best on your journey to, find a wife, and then you'll subscribe to, I'm sure, Happy Wife, Happy Life. Yeah.
No, not at all. Not at all. She got to get with the program.
Okay. Well, hey, man.
Because I'm doing all that.
I appreciate you. I mean, I myself have never paid for a mani and a pedi. I have never paid for a wash and set. I have never paid for, what do they call it, a hot oil treatment, or where they put the highlights in their hair. I have never. I think I may have loaned a girl some money to catch a cab one time. I loaned her $50. No,
you don't have to. That's my point. You know what I'm saying? But if you choose to, you can't if you be an Indian giver and come renege on what you're giving out.
Right. I appreciate the call, sir. Thank you.
Absolutely. Have a good one.